Well, that was interesting. Okay, anyway, hello guys. Welcome to developer stream number 8. How are you guys all doing tonight? We have a lot to cover in this stream, so I hope you guys are ready. This might be like 3 to 4 hours long. Um, but we're going to be talking about quite a bit, and I'm going to be pulling up something in a second. Let me see. I have stuff to show. We're going to start off with just a quick overview of what's going to be going on. This will be like the introductory phase. Everything that's going to be outlined in the stream, everything that's going to be occurring in the stream, I'll be outlining in a few seconds, and then later on, we'll be getting some other developers and crew on here to talk about some stuff and join it with me to try to keep this, not boring or anything. Unlike last streams, I'm going to make an attempt to be not as monotone as previous streams. I know that's been a problem. I'm also going to try to be a little bit more interactive, although we do have a lot more crew in this chat this time around to answer questions and everything. But without further ado, let's get on to everything that we're going to be discussing today. And I made a very high quality Google slide, so let's just get on with that. And I'm gonna put on my okay. So yeah, all right. So let's get started with this. Okay, looks good to me. All right, so yeah, I just whipped up a little Google slide before this, just so that we can outline everything, just so you guys know what's going to be going on before we actually start anything here. So let's get going on that. All right, so this is developer stream number 8, as you guys know. So welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you all for stopping by. As I saw before I started, we have around 200 viewers, which is insane. So we have a lot to talk about. I'm not going to waste too much time, rambling, but I am going to be adding on to what you're going to read on here. So first I want to just, this wasn't planned, but I just want to address this because I know that this is sort of an issue to some of you guys. Community concerns. Now, the community is, one of the biggest factors to this game. The community makes this game what it is, right? So, our Legend of Pirates would be nothing without that. Without the community. We've heard concerns about lack of updates, lack of communication, game bugs that are, game breaking, like crashes and instability. And, we want to address all of this. Community interaction is really something that I personally believe. I never saw too much of a problem with it. I honestly thought that it was fine, but you guys seem to have a different idea, and that's fine. Everybody, has their own idea of, how much community interaction there should be or what kind of community interaction there should be. So we're going to take suggestions for that, and anything that we find that might be beneficial, we will try to, implement into how we, communicate with you guys. I guess the biggest problem is just that as developers, we're all insanely busy, so we don't exactly necessarily have time to both work on the game and talk to you guys. That's why these streams don't happen that often, and when they do, they're rather large and they cover a huge amount. Of course, we could get middlemen to, send the updates for us, but, there's a lot of detail on that. We're not going to talk about that right now, but, just some general ideas on that. You get the point. So, in this stream, we're going to be introducing a new chapter for The Legend of Pirates Online. So we said this before, when beta came out, but all great books have multiple chapters. Now, we're not a book, but you get the general idea. We are going to be unveiling a new chapter here. This is without a doubt the largest update to TLOPO since the release of beta. Now, I know that the updates since, beta launched might have been, less than substantial for some of you guys, and other you guys, have been satisfied with them. That's perfectly okay, but I think that what we're going to be showing in this stream is going to satisfy everybody to some degree. So what's new? Sure, so during the course of the stream, we will not only be taking a look at major changes to the game itself, but we'll also be taking a look at some major changes to the website that you guys haven't seen yet. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes, and you guys haven't really seen any of it up until now. So everything that you're going to be seeing here is all brand new, and I hope you guys like it. So do you guys have any questions? I assume you will. That's great. We'd love to try to answer those questions. During the course of the stream, there will be a Q&A session, probably near the end, where we answer those questions. Developer-related questions that the moderators can't answer. But some questions they will be answering, some questions me and the other developers will be answering. And just some stuff that we got to clear up before we start any of this. Everything that you'll be seeing in the stream is a preview of what's to come in the future, and it is subject to change at any point in time. It's a very early preview. Bugs and crashes should be expected. There hasn't been a whole lot of testing on this yet. It's, like I said, very early. It's a very early preview, but we believe that even this preview will be something that you guys will very much enjoy to see. The stream will be archived, and it will be posted to YouTube after the stream occurs. And I'm bad at this game. If you watch previous streams, you know I'm terrible at this game. But don't let that get in the way of what you're about to see. I'm not that bad. I'm just pretty bad. That's an oxymoron, but you get the idea. So, on behalf of the crew at The Legend of Pirates Online, we hope you enjoy the following stream. Let's get going here. Okay, so I'm just going to switch back here and get everything set up in a second. Okay. So now we're going to start off. I'm not sure if the developers want to go into a Skype call yet. I'm going to wait for their input on that. But I'm not going to... I think I might show the website first, since it'll take less time. Since once I start on the game, I want to focus on that. So I'm going to pull up the preview of the website. First, let me check it over to make sure I'm not going to reveal anything like too crazy. Give me a second here. Sorry about looking at just like the same image. I'm pretty sure you're tired of that, but I didn't prepare more images. I'm very bad at this. Give me a second here. I'm going to show the website, and then we're going to start. I'm going to pull the other developers into a Skype call, and we'll get this going. So let's get going here. Alright, website looks good. Oh, that's not the right. There we go. Okay, I don't want to log in registering. So the website, I'm going to be showing you the website. It's not the final version, but it's an idea of what the redesigned Legend of Pirates website will be looking like in the future. So let's get going here. I'll switch this to desktop capture. And here we go. So this is the new website. Now, the wood grain might not look that great, but it's not the final. I believe it's going to be changed at one point, but this will be compared to the old website, which is right here, and you can just compare the two. I'm not going to go in depth at the moment because this is going to be this is going to be released really soon. You'll be able to see for yourself, but this is just a general idea of what the site itself looks like. Has everything that the old website has and much more. Of course, I could go into detail on that, but you probably don't care about a website right now, and I don't blame you. We got all this stuff. The new website honestly looks great. I'm honestly really excited for this, just as much as the game. I think it looks really nice. Definitely, a well-deserved update for the website. But that's only part of it. That's only a small chunk of what you guys are going to be seeing. So the website itself, that's probably as much as I'll show right now. Like I said, it'll be public soon, so you guys will be able to explore this on your own. But that's about it for the web. That's about it for what I'm going to show at the website. We are now going to get into a Skype call here, and then we'll start showing the game. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna assume that we're gonna use this, so let's just get going here. Give me a second. I'm going to.
Hello. All right. Okay. I don't even know if this microphone's working. I'm using a different one. It is? All right. Gonna double check. All right. I put on my other microphone.
Alright, so I'll just use this one. Okay, so here we are, and we got Mike, Louddraw,
Hello.
and Dean here in the call, and yes, I don't know what else to say. We have some other developers in a Skype call. So you guys want to see the game, so now we're gonna go with that. A lot of stuff to talk about on this one. And I'm just
going to grab a pair of headphones really quickly.
And I'm just gonna start, when I open this, I'm just gonna start with, you know, in order of, like, you know, gameplay, I guess. I'm gonna make a new, like, what is this, game capture? Yeah. Maybe I should have set this up, like, beforehand. That would have been very good if I did that. Game capture. Here we go. Capture, capture specific window. Here we go. Okay. See if I can. There we go. Oh, looks good. Alright. I'm going to try to keep a preview up here so I can actually. Oh, looks good to me. Alright, so you guys are going to see here that it doesn't say The Legend of Pirates. There's a reason for that. It's basically... I'll explain that as I'm creating a pirate here. So we're going to go into Create a Pirate, and while I'm making my pirate, I'll explain what the whole deal is, and why it doesn't say Legend of Pirates. It's a huge story, and yeah, okay, so let's go on with that. So, alright, so you guys know The Legend of Pirates, you know, ever since you've seen The Legend of Pirates, like, publicly, you know, it's said The Legend of Pirates Online everywhere. And so the reason it says Pirates of the Caribbean Online is basically because, long story short, we overhauled a huge portion of the game, okay? And in doing so, not only is it going to really improve pretty much every aspect of the game, but it also means that a lot of TLOPO specific features have been sort of undone for now. They're going to be added back. By the time you guys play this, they're going to be back. But for now, any new TLOPO changes are not in yet, because in pretty much, you know, redoing the game, it means that all of that got reverted, but we can add it back. So by overhaul, since you guys might not know what overhaul means, we're improving, you know, pretty much the entire game. We didn't really start over, but we went back to, like, the drawing board, kind of, and we looked at the game, and we looked at you know, what was wrong with it, and we figured out that, you know, over time, as we were fixing features, the game wasn't exactly improving. So what we wanted to do was improve the game improve the game in the best way possible, which meant pretty much renovating everything from the ground up. But you guys don't care, so you guys probably don't care about hearing all that mumbo jumbo. So we're just gonna make a pirate here. Okay, so
TLDR, it's a lot better.
yes.
We could go into a little bit more detail on what we did. I mean, it's not like it's secret.
If you want to do that, then you can just hold on. Let me type something. Let me type something in the chat 1 second.
All right.
That's like, But otherwise, okay, I'm terrible at this. I'm gonna make this blue. That I'll do. I'll make put. That's a good belt right there. That's a nice belt. Um, yeah, that's a good belt.
Right. So guys, when we first started working on this, we were not very, very well-winded in how to reverse engineer a game. So we knew how to program, but we were not very well-winded in how to take apart a game and kind of figure out how it worked. And we only had a really small amount of game files. And I was just told my mic is really loud, so I'm going to try to lower that or at least move it away a little bit. I'm using a different mic. So what we did was we had a 2011 game, and we reverse engineered that one. It was a web client, and we were able to run the game from that. We then took the game and figured out how to reverse engineer 2013 one, and have ever so slowly been adding the code from 2013 into the 2011 game that we had, and that is what you guys saw in alpha. We also didn't know entirely how to reverse engineer certain aspects of it. So we were able to get the code, but it wasn't the code that Disney had. It was jumbled up. So you know how when you translate a language in Google Translate, you could type in hello, but you might get bonjour when you're trying to translate the Spanish even. Nothing's perfect with it. Same kind of thing with this. And we had to go through and manually reverse engineer the whole entire game. And in the process, we also realized that some parts of the game were not compatible, and it would have been just a heck of a lot easier to just restart the whole client and start from a fresh 2013 version, and that's what we were doing here. This seemed like it would be a very, very easy thing to do, but it actually proved to be very difficult because our server was designed to work for a lot of the 2011 features, and we were effectively trying to make a client that wouldn't work with our server. So we ended up taking the client and forced it to work. Well, we forced the server to work with the client, so we had to make no modifications whatsoever. So what you're seeing on the screen here is a carbon copy of the game when it was on September 19th, 2013, without any form of change whatsoever. This is exactly as it was when you were playing the game on the day the game closed. Which means every issue that you have in Legend of Pirates right now means there's either an issue with our server in this one, or it's non-existent whatsoever. So most of the time when you're in the game, you're getting 60 FPS, no lag whatsoever, and it's just utterly amazing. We've been working our hearts out on this for 6 months now, and we think you guys will really like it a lot. Do you have anything to add on that?
Not really. I think you pretty much said everything. Okay, yeah, you're obviously better at explaining stuff, so that works. Okay, so
I probably went way too technical. If anyone in the chat wants me to explain something in a different way, please ask, because I know I go way too technical. I tried to keep it in layman's terms.
And for the record, you folks in here are saying like, you're asking like, well, why do we care about tutorial and stuff like that? The general idea is that if you were expecting to see like, entirely new content, it's kind of, I hate to disappoint you, but this stream is mainly to address how the game is going to, like, the improvements that we've made to the current game, not exactly new content. So while there's some stuff in here, like Paco content that's not in TLOPO yet, which we'll be showing, like, you're not really going to be seeing any Isla Escondida in here or anything like that, unfortunately. And like I said before, there will be some bugs and possibly crashes during the stream. That's just to be expected because this is an early preview. But there will be, many improvements being made to this. So just keep in mind that this is an early preview while you're watching this. And I'm going to put my Skype on Do Not Disturb because apparently people are hearing Skype notifications.
Oops. Was the bug fixed when you spawned on Port Royal with the tutorial instance being loaded?
Oh, that all got fixed like a week or two ago.
Okay, good. Didn't know if that one bug got fixed. I haven't touched the tutorial in a little while.
So, okay. Also, you guys are wondering about the, the current game being down for the update. Well, you're gonna be learning about that in this stream, and I'm going to just before I even say anything about that, I just want to note that some of you guys are going to be kind of aggravated when you hear this. Um, but
It's for the better good.
in order to give you guys a much better playing experience, like a 100 times better playing experience, we have to take the main game down for a little while. Now, this won't be nearly as long as the alpha to beta transition, but the game will be going down for a small period. Here's
We
why
could give our estimate, I think. I mean, because I know for a fact we'll make the estimate.
now, first off, let me just explain why we're doing this. Here's why we're doing it, just so you guys know exactly why. Okay, so in transitioning the game over, there are a lot of server and client differences. There are a lot of code differences. If we just hastily update it, there's a possibility that it could absolutely damage the database, and people's pirates could be utterly like just screwed,
Mutated.
for lack of a better term. So the reason why we're taking such a long time is so that everything can be migrated, so that you will not lose your pirates when the game comes back up. If you guys don't want to lose your pirates, you have to bear with us during this process, because we want to preserve your pirates if at all possible. Now, there are obviously some exceptions, but we've tested this on test environments, and we are confident that we will be able to transfer everything over, but it will just take a little while.
We'd rather take the time and make sure that everything's going to be perfect than have everyone log back on and then have an entire game corrupted, nothing but crashes, and then have to sit here and figure out, all right, now we have to roll back the database and everything. And we'd rather just take the time, make sure everything is going to work exactly as planned, and continue on forward. It's so much worth it, and it's not an extremely long period of time. It's nowhere near the time that you might expect between the alpha and beta transition. What happened with alpha and beta is we had a set list of features and bugs that we had to fix before beta would launch. And we get caught up on certain bugs, or some things would be harder than we expected, and then there'd be delays, and there might be issues with personal time. Maybe we had to go work harder at our regular jobs in real life or whatnot. Or maybe we had a big test going on in classes, and we had to focus on a lot of different things. So it's not anywhere near that. We know that we can be able to get this done within an estimated period of time. We are not concerned whatsoever that it will be very long. Now, I don't think John wants me to give our internal estimate.
That's not
So
up to me. You can say whatever you want. So.
yeah, because I always get yelled at whenever I say I think we can give a date, and then the team's like, no, no dates. I'm not going to say anything and get yelled at later.
I'm not really going to
But
impose
it's
anything
not a
myself.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's not a ridiculously long period of time. Like, it's not that long to wait. It's worth it.
Alright, I got asked to turn on my FPS meter. I can do that. I will have to restart my game for a second.
Wait, you could do code injection. You're in the game on a local client.
Yeah, but
I think you could use the carrot.
that's not turned on, so I can't use it.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna have to quit out, turn it on, and then come back on. I'm just gonna wait for this cutscene to finish, then I'll turn on the FPS meter.
You'll notice one big bug fix right here. See how they're all smaller now? They're not just all blown up and big.
Those guys never even showed up for me on TLOPO. I never saw them.
Whoa, we have 509 people in chat. Wow. Okay. It's shocking. 510, wow.
So for all of you who are showing up, this is a huge change for Legend of Pirates. You're not going to really be seeing any new content here, but you are going to be seeing a better game. So hopefully that benefits you guys, because now you'll actually be able to play the game. So.
John, they're asking for you to turn up the game volume a tad.
Oh, well, it's not even on at all, so give me a
Oh.
second. It will. Yeah,
Yeah, they're saying there's awkward silences at times.
I kind of had it muted, so I'm just gonna.
Whoops.
All right.
Oh, show them the compass tutorial. I don't know if that worked on ours.
I think it did, but I have no idea.
Oh, the cave, little cave entrance, so whatever they are in the map. I forget what they're called. Those are showing now because we actually have caves that work perfectly the way they're supposed to. So yes, caves. Caves are so much more difficult than they should be.
All right, so I'm going to turn on the FPS meter.
All right.
Which should hopefully satisfy everybody. Here we go. And we're gonna, basically in this stream, we're gonna be showing pretty much everything that I can imagine that needs to be demonstrated, just so you guys can get an idea of how general gameplay experience is like on this newer version.
John, check the chat there. Rip. Okay. Yes, the memory leak is fixed. Bluster 7878. The leak is fixed.
I forgot. I thought I had 4 pirates on here, but I reset the database.
And there's the FPS meter. It gives a really bad impression when you're loading the game on the loading screen because there's nothing to actually get a frame rate off of. It shows 4.4. And then there's a solid 60 FPS on the avatar chooser. Yes, Rockerty, the assertion errors are fixed. At least all of them that we know of that were there, they should be fixed. Will there be customizable keybinds? I think that's an idea we were talking about. We don't have that implemented at all yet, though. That would be pretty cool to have, though.
Hey, stop slapping like
What's that?
Oh, this guy wants to fight. This guy wants to fight.
And over time, we will be doing a lot more optimization to the game to make sure that it will have a higher frame rate and be a lot more steady, like buttery. So even though right now in the game's current form, right here on the stream, it's absolutely amazing, we're gonna make the game a lot more amazing.
Oh, and for the record, yeah, I don't quite have 60 on here. You know, I would blame the stream because that's kind of contributes to it, but nobody would believe me, so just take my word for it. The stream is partially the reason why I'm not getting a steady 60, but it is consistent, which is a good thing. I'm gonna skip this cutscene. I don't really care about that.
Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if we've ever told anyone about this, but the Elizabeth Swan cutscene, we actually have that translated to Spanish. It will be going onto the Spanish client soon. We have a full voiceover and everything in Spanish. So, that's a little bit interesting.
You got the actual, like, dialogue translated?
Yeah, I found a person who was able to do the voiceover. They took the time and voiced it over with me.
Wow, that's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
Something I didn't even know.
So it's not going to be something for everybody because not everyone speaks Spanish in the community, but if that's someone's preferred language, then yay.
Alright, so I'm not really going to do all these quests because I really don't want to, but I'm going to show some other stuff here. once I get my ship.
321 Rain Man, any idea when the colors for sash and bandana will be fixed? So far as I know, they are fixed. The majority of the bug fixes that are in this literally fix every single issue you know of on TLOPO as it is right now. A lot of the main bugs that are cosmetic like that are fixed 100%. Yes, the game is going to be exactly like it was on September 19th, 2013, because this is literally a carbon copy of the game at that time with our server that we wrote to work with it. We did not make any changes whatsoever to the game at all.
I could just teleport to these places. Oh,
Yeah, you could show sailing.
I'm gonna sail there anyway because I feel like...
What do you guys think of that water?
It's not. It looks the same as TLOPO. What are you talking about?
I know, but
it could be better.
Once we get the sea patch working a little bit better, and we have actual animations and waves, I think that'll be pretty cool. And yes, SVS is fully implemented.
Okay, now here's where the problem comes up. So you guys want to see SVS, right? That's perfectly fine because it works. But the biggest problem is that I'm on a local server right now, so if I show it to you, I mean, it won't really be a good demonstration because there's only me on here. But if you guys just want to see, like, me go on an SVS ship, I can do that. Yeah, I'll fight myself. That sounds very good.
You could load up another client, but...
Yeah, but when I do that, like, it gets... even
yeah, you're gonna kill your frame rate.
When I'm not streaming, it's already laggy as it is, so...
You could run a local cluster or something for us to run on. Well, to connect to, but...
I thought I had... Never mind, this is a different port. I was just gonna say,
I was gonna say, we didn't get a server running, so it's only gonna be you playing. I grabbed my computer that I was gonna use for this and everything.
I have the Ash...
Oops.
I was just gonna say, I had the port forwarded, but TLOPO doesn't use that port, so I'd have to forward the port that TLOPO uses.
Is it 6667?
No, I was gonna say I have the Astron port forwarded, which is 7198, but TLOPO doesn't use 7198 because we changed the port.
I think they use 7969 on TLOPO.
Yeah, we do. I don't have that port forwarded. Well, since I can't exactly fight anybody, I'll just go on the ship anyway.
Did Nasib do anything with player-to-player teleport? I don't think so.
No, it's implemented.
It is? Oh.
It's another thing that I can't demonstrate because I'm only on one client, but it's implemented.
So yes, player-to-player teleport was implemented. The Rad Ronsky. I hope I pronounced that right.
Oh, and I'm also going to demonstrate going in caves because I know you guys say that that's broken a lot, but I'm just going to prove that yes.
What about going to the back of Padres through
yeah,
caves?
I'm going to do that on... Like I said before, I'm bad at this game, so I don't know where anything is, so I got to look at the map. Oh, I have to turn around. I'm not going the completely wrong way. That's pretty nice right there. Oh, it's over there. No, wait, that's... Yeah, there we go.
Did Infamy get implemented?
You know, that's actually a really good question.
Yeah, I haven't kept up to date with the PvP part of anything.
I know that PvP itself, like PvP does. I don't know if SVS does. Because I tested PvP, and PvP works, like, pretty much perfectly, actually. I think there's only one crash with it.
Okay.
Which is
one crash is better than hundreds.
Which is only a slight internal exception on the server side. Can you loot ships when you're an SVS ship? You know, I actually don't think that you can. I don't know if you're supposed to. If you're supposed to, then we can add that, but at the moment I don't think you can.
No, I don't think you can do anything like that when an SVS.
Are you not supposed to be able to fight enemy ships? Because at the moment you
no.
can't. At the moment you can't. Okay, so then it works fine. power the flagships. You know, if I can... Oh, there's one. I can't fight it on here because I'm on a flagship, but if I port and then go on my regular ship... Is this a regular island? Yeah, this is Cutthroat.
So we can kind of go a little bit into what we're going to be doing to the servers.
Yeah, you can talk about that if you want. Keep them occupied while I get this flagship here. I'm gonna die.
All right.
I'm gonna die on it anyway, but...
So I can talk a little bit about one part of this, which is why there also hasn't been a lot of updates in the past month specifically. There was a bug recently on the servers that was causing them to run out of space a little bit. We first designed the beta server to handle roughly about 750 people on it at once, considering we had 150 people per district, which is like Abasa and Baba, Valor, those, and we ended up having a lot more people on, and we now have 60,000 registered players. We hit 50,000 only a month or so ago, but yesterday or the day before we hit 60,000, so whoa. We're on the road to getting to 100K really, really fast, and it's ridiculous. But there was a bug with the servers where the actual hardware itself was running out of space because the logs for the game got so massive that we were running out of space. And we've done a lot of things to simplify logs and make them a lot easier to work with, and not as taxing on space. But with the newer server, we're adding a lot more overhead and a lot more space for the logs area, and we're also going to be adding in another 5 districts or servers, as you know of them, with oceans, and we will be able to handle roughly, I think, 2,500, because we're going to open up the servers to 250 people per instead of 150 as it is now. So we're going to be adding 100 per server and adding another 5. Now, on top of this, we are going to be also adding a lot more servers around everywhere. So the website right now runs off 2. It's going to be running off 4. We're going to have 1 specific server for the database, and then 3 servers specifically for you guys to connect to. So all traffic getting sent to the website will get divided into 3 different servers, so you'll never all be just going to one single server and overloading anything.
Oh, and by the way, there's one thing that I want to point out. Ship AI hasn't quite improved yet, so just some thought. They haven't Ship AI hasn't really improved yet, so just keep that in mind when you complain that they're not really doing anything.
We'll get to them. Our priorities were making the game not crash, so...
Oh, and you guys are asking about ship customization. I'm gonna be brutally I'm just gonna be honest here. I have implemented ship customization, and I was actually going to demo it on the stream today, but then I ran into an issue where I couldn't give myself the ship materials to actually show it, so you'd only be able to see the menu. I wrote the AI for it, and then, you know, unfortunately lost the command that I used to give myself ship materials because it got reverted, so now I have to rewrite that. I'll probably make a small, YouTube video at some point demoing it, because I know you guys really want to see it, and I really wanted to show it to you guys, but unfortunately, the code that I needed to actually be able to demonstrate it got lost. Otherwise, I'd have to be looting for the materials.
Also with the servers, in short, for no technical mumbo jumbo, everything in total is 10 times faster, and it will be able to handle a lot more people. Everything is really bulked up, and it's just absolutely amazing. We are running very, very, very fast right now, and everything is really moving really, really good. And
okay,
we've decided on this, and I've asked Nasib and a few others, so we are able to say this next thing.
Oh, give me a second. I'm going to show this flagship, but when I board it, I think I'm immediately going to jump off because I think the code for this is missing. So in order to prevent a crash, I think I jump right off. Just to give you guys an idea, because I don't really think that this is going to work right. Anyway, you can go back to you.
Alright, so this has been a goal of ours for a very, very long period of time, where ever since even Alpha started, we've said to ourselves that we want to get this game out before the release of Pirates 5. And this is still a goal of ours. Whether or not this is going to happen is in the air, but we feel like we should at least let you guys in on that it's something that we're striving for. We want to get the game open to the public without the need of a key, without the need of playtimes, before the release or on the day of the release of Pirates of the Caribbean 5. We're not guaranteeing that. Do not take that as a definite date. This is just something that we've been trying to work for a very long time. Do not say that our release date is that day, because it's not. We don't have a release date, but we're trying to get it before that, so we at least have that there to go and coincide with the Pirates 5 release. Even if you look at with Disney, they originally tried to get it to release with Dead Man's Chest, but that didn't work out. They ended up releasing it with At World's End. So deadlines can be missed. They've been missed in the past. We usually don't keep them public because things get in the way. But the way things are going now, I'm fairly confident that it will end up being before then or on that day. Or at least to the point where so many people can log on at once that it's trivial to register a playtime, where you'll have no wait whatsoever.
Sounds good. So, I'm gonna go on Padres now, so we can show. Can you lower the? Sure, I can lower the game volume. Sorry about that. Gotta wait for the. I'll lower it to like 5. I had it on 10. I guess that's too high still. Okay, so the loot panel's not quite fixed either. That still needs some work, but I mean, it's progress. So we're gonna go in some caves now.
Oh yeah, look at that frame rate. He's getting almost 30 frames per second on Padres del Fuego.
I usually get more than this, but I think usually I'm getting like 45. But it's consistent frame rate, which is still pretty good.
And hey, it's also Padres, so it's to be expected.
And for the record, guys, everything you're seeing here is on completely maxed out settings. Like, I'll just show my settings right here, just in case. Like, I'll just show my settings right here, just so you guys know what we're dealing with. So, this is what I have everything set to right here. And so, everything I show you is on maxed out settings on, like, a 4-year-old computer, so just keep that in mind. I don't dare fight these guys. They will kill me. Like, the enemy AI is good enough where I will be killed from that.
Oh, let's hope you don't die walking through here.
It's possible that I could be. I like how this guy's just levitating. That's nice.
Try to keep a little bit of distance from the enemies, because they will come after you.
I'm literally like walking.
Oh, look at that cave lighting, by the way. Cave lighting is fixed!
Except enemies are still pitch black for whatever reason.
We'll get to that. But cave lighting is, for the most part, fixed.
And like I said, guys, everybody who just joined in recently and didn't hear the beginning, there's not going to be a whole lot of new content in the stream shown, if at all. This is really just to announce, like, the major changes that are coming to the game that will make the game, as it stands, a lot more stable before we add any new content. Because I think everybody would rather have a stable game before they get new content, because otherwise they can't really enjoy the new content. So, just some food for thought there for you guys. I'm in windowed mode, by the way, just in case you guys are wondering. And I know that you guys are probably wondering how the full screen works, and I'll tell you, the full screen works perfectly. I play full screen 1920 by 1200 when I'm not streaming, because it just looks better to play full screen when I'm not streaming. But now that I'm streaming, I have it in a window right now. But I will tell you, full screen, as far as I can tell, is not broken like it might be on TLOPO. I don't know, because I've never played TLOPO on full screen, but I've heard that it has some problems, so.
I haven't tried it on the Mac at all.
What
Full
graphics
screen.
card am I running? I have a GTX 750 Ti in this computer. So I guess it could vary between, you know, if you have Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA, but it shouldn't be that much of a difference. I don't know if that would cause game instability or not. I guess it's a possibility, but I do have a PC with Intel graphics, but it's like 10 centuries old, so I can't really test that.
Roller52 said, "Go to Dark Heart," as a little joke of the dark enemies in the caves.
That sounds pretty good to me. I think I'm actually I'm in El Sudaron, so yeah. Oh, can't go up this way. Those are good collisions right there. Okay,
Has anyone tried fighting the mob on King's Head to check for the insane lag? I don't think anyone has checked that out, because I don't think anyone has ever gotten over the level of 5 on this.
I'm gonna go on King's Head after that. I can level myself up. I can just give myself rep.
Okay. But what do you guys think so far of this?
These guys keep asking for new stuff. And honestly, like, they would rather have new stuff over a stable game, is what I'm interpreting.
So considering new stuff and the topic of that, with the website, we are going to be adding a section that's going to talk a little bit about Isla Escondida. So for all of you guys who are looking into what that is, we will be showing a little bit more of that island, and maybe even a few other islands, or even some storyline. I don't know. It's in the air. There might be a new storyline or something coming out soon. Who knows?
Oh, nice. Level 1 undead grave digger. We love it, but you haven't given us a time frame. Mike said earlier.
No dates.
Mike said earlier he's not going to give one in case the rest of the team doesn't want it given out yet. I'm
willing to. I just don't want to get my team mad. So
all we're gonna say, it's not gonna take nearly as long as the beta transition took, but it's still gonna take a bit of time just so that nobody loses their pirates.
Yeah, there's your time frame, under 3 months, because it's not going to be anywhere near 3 months. So we can say that. My team won't get mad at me for saying that.
I'm surprised I haven't crashed on the ocean yet, because I know that there's one small crash that causes the client to die. There it is, right there. There's the crash.
Oh, you just crashed?
There's the crash right there.
Is it with the water walker?
It's with the grid child. But that's the first. That's the first crash of the stream, though. So, how long has it been? Like an hour or something?
49 minutes.
Well, you know,
since the stream started.
That was still pretty good. So, I mean, it's progress.
And we have 516 people in the chat here.
Dude,
Hi.
Cue everybody who's gonna say that the game's not fixed because I crashed one time.
Rip, one crash. Oops. But this is really good. It could even be a release candidate.
King's Head now. It gets to the point where, like, you don't even know, like... It gets to the point where sometimes I don't even know, like, if it's the fault of our game or the fault of Paco, because people say the Paco wasn't stable, but I can't attest to that because I never played it. So, you know...
Legendary weapons are implemented into the game. They're implemented on Legend of Pirates right now, as it is. You guys also might have noticed this little cosmetic thing. I was going to say aesthetic, but I don't think that's the right word for it.
Aesthetic, yes.
Alright. So when you spawn into the game, if you notice, you fade in now. It's not just a bam loading screen, just immediate changeover. There's actually a transition between loading into the game and the loading screen. It's a little fade in. So that's something that it's a little small, but it's a little nice touch.
Oh, you know what I think this bug is? I think this is from a messed up ship that spawned into the ocean that makes my game crash, so I have to restart the server.
Oh, that's weird.
It's like, no, because it's like, it's an issue with, what is an issue specifically? It's an issue with flagships. That's why, because they're not finished yet.
Okay.
And so, like, flagships spawn differently because they use different data that regular ships don't use. And
Okay.
so, you know, like, you probably know what I'm talking about yourself, like the spawn nodes that are in the world data. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it's an issue with that. That's why flagships.
Do they actually have spawn nodes in the data compared to the regular ships? 'Cause I know we had to come up with spawn nodes for regular ships.
Regular ships don't, but flagships have movement and spawn nodes that we're using for those, so that the pathing is exact.
Treasure fleets probably have that too then.
But I think
Queensland's Revenge.
But I think there's a slight issue with how the flagships are spawned and how they move around at the moment. Because sometimes you'll see sometimes you'll see a flagship, and it'll be like levitating, so it'll be like off of the water. Like a slight, I think the Z coordinate of it's messed up or something, so that needs to be fixed. Because that didn't show up until flagships got added. But you know. I'm not going to Devil's Anvil. I'm going to King's Head. Should spawn in. Now here we go. That's what I like to see. King's Head, here we go. Now where is
Snow is Cool 27. Thoughts on Pirates 5? I think it looks amazing. What about you, John?
Huh?
What do you think of Pirates 5?
Lit. That's what I'm gonna say.
Lit. It's literally lit.
No spoilers though. Please, no I haven't watched those trailers yet.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't watched really any of the trailers yet. But
Wow.
I don't know. I just want to wait and see like the full movie.
What is it, the 26th of May?
Yeah.
I know the stream will correct me if I'm wrong.
It's sometime.
I think it's the 26th
I don't think it's
of May.
it's in May 20 something.
26 or 27. One of those two. The 26th. Yep, Memorial Day.
Oh, alright.
The date has changed so much in the past couple years. I remember at first saying that it was going to be out in 2016 or 15, one of the two. I remember it saying that. I was like, oh. And then they're like, nope, 2016, ha.
That's really good.
And they were like, nope, 2017, ha ha. So here we are, 2017, waiting for it. Soon, TM.
Rip, yeah. Oh, look, there's a flagship that I can't fight. Also, by the way, some of the ship spawning positions are not quite accurate, and there's not a lot of ships on the ocean yet, but it's being worked on. Like I said, very early preview you're seeing right here, and I was expecting that it would have been more unstable than it has been so far. I'm actually pretty satisfied right now. So here we are in King's Head. I think this is only the second time that I've been to King's Head in the entire, time that I've been working on this, so. But I'm a low level, so. What was it?
Gonna give yourself rep?
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die anyway, but it's fine because I can show jail. But look at this. Like, I just walk up to these guys and immediately, like, they're gonna start chasing me. Give it, like, they're gonna start coming after me. Yeah, right here. I don't even dare try to fight these guys.
So I
Like
just
Harry
got
already
this
died.
message in a PM. So, oh, you're gonna die.
I already did die.
Oh, I'm looking at the stream, so I'm seeing a delay.
Who broke
So I'm
jails?
seeing you just walking up to them now. So, and now you're knocked out. Okay. Let's see. I just got a message in PM from Mouse or Maus. I'm probably butchering that. I apologize. From Maus TLOPO. When do you think the SAP applications we looked at? Because I'm anxious to work with the TLOPO team. All right. So soon. We will be looking at them for whenever we want to be adding more people on, and we're going to have a lot more of a comprehensive application that the moderation team will be handling. They're acting as an HR department as well, so any kind of new people we want to bring on, they're going to make an application for it along with whatever department who's going to be getting people added on. So the main department to be looking for applications from soon will be the moderation department. We are in need of moderators in-game, and we will be adding a lot more. And speaking of moderation and in-game specifically, how there's in-game and IRC, the reason why we're looking for only in-game mods is because, unfortunately, we've made the decision that we will be closing down our IRC channel on April 15th. With this update going out into the game, we are going to be having a lot more people on the game, and we need to focus our priorities on the game. We are not having as many people go onto the IRC channel. Lately, we've been having a steady amount of, I think, 40 to 50 people, and it used to be 100 to like 120. So there's not as much of an interest over there. So we thank those who have stuck with us for a very long time in IRC, but we are going to be making a decision to close out our IRC channel. And we want to say a huge thank you to GameSurge. They're an affiliate of ours, and we love them. They've been amazing with us, and if anyone ever wants to open a channel for any kind of gaming community, we highly recommend GameSurge. They are absolutely amazing people. Utterly amazing. If anyone has any... What was that, John?
I'm gonna get myself a bunch of sailing rep, and I'm gonna go after one of those Spanish flagships. And I'm gonna die anyway because there's so many enemies on those things. But let's see. What's the max level of sailing? Like 30? There's no way I'm gonna.
The max for sailing I think is 30.
There's
Yeah.
no way I'm gonna rep myself up that high, but I'm gonna give myself up to like probably like level 15 or something.
We need to make a max pirate command or something that just gives max everything.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
At the moment, I kind of just have to do this. Oh no, people can see the rep command. We have to shut down the entire game now because people know the rep command.
They look awfully similar to another projects. Oh, I wonder why. Anyway, so, how's everyone doing today?
Well, that's a good transition right there.
So how is everyone doing today?
Alright, level 15. Here we go. Let's get going here. I'm not even going to upgrade anything. No, I will. I'll go into skills.
Screenshot. Remember the codes. This is getting uploaded to YouTube. They're for everyone to see. You don't need
to YouTube. You get to see the codes anyway.
Yeah, you could sit and watch this as many times as you want. Like, it'll be your own memory. You could even download it from YouTube if you want.
Yes, you can download the video, even though it'll probably take like 10 centuries to download.
Yeah, it's gonna probably take 10 centuries to upload too. Wait, does Twitch just upload it for you?
Twitch does auto art, yeah. It'll put it on.
Alright, that's really nice. We could also just start streaming from YouTube Gaming.
I want a flagship. Where is it? There's not enough ships on this ocean, so that's gonna take me a while to find. Oh, there's one. As I said, that one pops up. A Spanish one over here. Level.
Deck Crash. Green hair? Yes, we will be having the St. Patrick's Day update
green water too.
Whenever the game goes back up. Green hair and green water.
See, this is what I mean by like
quest, whatever it was Podco had.
This is what I mean by one of those floating ships. This one right here is kind of just, you know, levitating, just having a good time, just floating. But I can still kill it. So. This one's gonna take a while to kill though, so.
Dang, Pizza, you're up late.
Does he live in the UK?
I think he's visiting. So
Oh.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh yeah, he's up late.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, as far as I know. Why is there a floating ship?
That's what I meant. So that's what I meant by the flagships have the issue where sometimes they like float.
Well,
It's not with all of them. It's just like only a few of them. Sometimes when they spawn in, they just float. So it's like
we were told to fear Jolly Roger's ghastly magic, so
I mean,
hey.
So it's just like a result of that. Oh, I still have to wait for it.
It's the Flying Dutchman.
I mean, it does look like it though. But I mean, it's a Spanish ship, so. Dude, I'm gonna be
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be sitting here for literally the whole stream trying to kill this thing.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Dude, there's a level 17 over there that's just spawned in. I got duped.
You could just run away from this one.
But I've already started killing it. Like I'm torn here.
Oh, it's gonna miss every single shot at you because it's shooting
I'm
horizontal.
gonna go with that level 17. It'll be easier to kill the 17, so I'm just gonna go over there. Yeah, you can. He's just shooting into nothing, like. Dude, well, wait. I have the run command.
Use the force,
yeah,
Luke.
run. Oh, that's too fast. Oh, that's too fast.
Oh, the run command?
Oh, it's too fast, dude. I'm going at like. Okay.
It'll tell you the knots how
Open
fast you're going.
fire. There we go.
And I can't see what he's doing. I'm looking at the actual stream itself to see what he's doing. Oh, now I see the speed. Oh, wow. Because he doesn't have anything going on with the Skype call we're in.
If I shared the screen, then the FPS would die even more.
Right, so I have no clue what he's doing right now. I could just kind of gauge from watching the stream,
right,
which is a 30-40 second delay.
this is
So if
gonna
I'm
be a lot
talking and it's
easier.
off, sorry.
This is gonna be a lot easier to kill this one. Yeah, you know, having broken ship AI at the moment is actually really useful for this stream.
Yeah, you can kill these things
Otherwise,
and not die in the process.
Otherwise, I would die like immediately. So you know, there's advantages to everything here.
So let's see. Mark Warquery. How will the new serpent in the trailer work? So I'm not going to go into detail on that, but there's enough in the trailer to get an idea of where the next story quest is heading. There are a lot of secrets in that trailer. There's a reason why it's called Hidden Secrets. And that's as much as I'm going to say. And I'll leave it up to the community guys out there to go and look.
I'm actually... Wait. Here we go. Grappled one. Oh, that didn't do anything. I like how this sound effect in here was like a Toontown sound effect.
Emily 1995 Schaefer, tell us if the Raven's Cove quest is implemented. So Raven's Cove's quest is implemented as far as I know. It's been implemented for a very, very long time, but we are going to be having a little bit of our own twist on it. It's yet to be seen from you guys what we're going to be doing, but there will be a little bit of a twist to it.
So I just realized...
We think that you all are going to really enjoy it.
I just realized one problem with the flagship enemies. So they spawn in like a bunch, you know, initially, and then they're supposed to spread out, but it seems that their AI is kind of messed up because they're not spreading out, so... They're just like in one giant ball and they're not attacking, so...
Oh, you're going to probably die.
I'm not going to die because they're... Well, because like they're...
Oh, they're not attacking.
They're supposed to aggro, and every other enemy in-game aggroes except for the flagship enemies, so they're supposed to spread around, but they're not. So, this is actually really... So I'm going to win this. Like, I'm going to win this. Like, I'm gonna... Like... HP command! Even when they're not, like... Even when they're broken, they're still, like, a threat to me. Dude!
John, check the chat really quickly.
The Skype chat or what?
Yeah.
No, wait, what's going on? Oh, no.
It's okay.
Oh, no. Alright, guys, stream's ending early.
No, it's not.
Alright, guys, we're closing up shop. Tune in next week where we take a look at, tune in next week where we take a look at Pirates Online Adobe Flash games.
No, we're not actually closing
We're
the
not
stream
actually ending
early.
this stream right now.
Pirates Online Adobe Flash games. Those already exist.
Yeah, I know,
Disney
that's what,
made many
taking
of
a
those in the
look at
past.
them.
Oh, I thought you said you're making them. Oh man, everyone in the chat's now like, what do you mean?
It's not ending, guys. It was just.
It's not.
It was
It's
just.
a delay.
It was just a prank. It was a prank.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't kill us. Just take my money.
Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm bad at this game, so if you're gonna call me bad at this game, don't tell me things I already know.
Oh, John, remember how we had our own launcher design in the past?
Yeah.
That Roke and I came up with? I was trying to find that. I can't find it. Man, I wanted to see if we can have a concept art page or something and show the concept art for a launcher we
I don't think
had.
you ever sent it to me, because if you did, I probably would have had it saved.
Oh, it's on one of my computers somewhere, at least in my backup somewhere.
I data hoard a lot of this stuff, so if you had sent it to me, I probably would have had it.
Yeah. I know I put it in the main chat, and the team looked at it, and it was a very, very close vote, but everyone ended up going with the original launcher.
So yeah,
just
also, by the way, ship movement, they sail backwards and they sail sideways. It's all being fixed. Like I said,
yeah, who doesn't want a ship that sails sideways?
Like I said, guys, I'm going to keep iterating this through the stream. Early preview. So if you're seeing all this and you're just like, you know, if you're seeing all this and just like, you know, not very impressed, early preview. And this is all going to be fixed.
Now, guys, also, take a moment to look at this and realize, hey, this hasn't been very buggy at all. It's been a couple of minor bugs here, but no crashes. It's just kind of a little bit of functionality where things aren't working the way they should,
there's
but
been like 2 crashes.
Everything's there. That's nothing really at all, and they were kind of provoked, where you were saying, well, I think there's a crash over here with this.
Well, I knew that there was going to be a crash. I was just like wondering when it was going to show up. It's not like none of this is unexpected.
So they'll probably even be gone by the time they get them.
Yeah, like none of this is unexpected. Like we all, like at this point, since we've restarted the game, like and just like redone a bunch of stuff, now we know like exactly what needs to be fixed. Like before, we kind of like didn't exactly know everything that was wrong, but now like there's not that many bugs, so we kind of have a general idea. You know, everything that's wrong that needs to be fixed. So. And my attacks are missing a lot. Probably because I'm such a low
It's probably because they're much higher levels.
Yeah, that's it. Like, oh, what the hell? Well, that's not exactly right. That word's not even blacklisted, so...
Yeah, you were about ready to see me type that out.
That word's not even blacklisted.
Still!
How long is it gonna take for me to kill these guys? Like, this is actually like a chore here.
You could just... Oh, you know why? It's because your sword level's so low.
Well, there's not much I can... I don't know what the rep ID is for the sword.
I could probably look that up.
Eventually I'll win. Eventually. You know, half the stream's just gonna be me fighting these guys and trying to win.
That's in Reputation Globals, right?
No, I think it's in... Hey, don't say file names like that. Give me a second.
An insight into programming! Oh, there's a file named Reputation Globals! Oh my gosh! Ooh, we're gonna get hacked. I said we have Reputation Globals. Ah! So someone sent me a PM. So what should we play while we wait for the game to come back? So me personally, I highly recommend Toontown Rewritten. That's toontownrewritten.com. Are you tuned enough? Anyway, you can also do a couple of the ARGs we're going to be having on our website. And that's going to be up to our storyline team on when they post those, but we will be having a couple ARGs that will really get you guys involved, and will give you guys a little bit of an insight into what our next storyline is going to be. So we could also do a little bit of a Q&A here. ARG's alternate reality game. So essentially, we could have something like we did a couple weeks ago where there'll be an encrypted piece of text on the website and someone has to figure it out.
Sorry, I returned.
Or we might have something where it'll lead you to a website even that you have to go and log into and figure out a password for. Or there's a whole lot of things we can do. There's a large possibility. So if you guys would like, we could do the Q&A. Start throwing questions in the chat, and we'll take a look at them.
How high?
Is the Black Pearl quest fixed? So the Black Pearl quest right now goes up to 93% or something. I forget what that person is, so we are looking into that bug. I'm not entirely sure if it's fixed or not. But if it is, we will be getting the Black Pearl boss battle implemented very, very soon, and getting that storyline getting the storyline that we have there fixed, ironed out, and working flawlessly. Are cannon rams dropping yet? Yes. Cannon defense loot? Cannon defense right now is on the back burner. I don't even think that cannon defense is implemented in this version that we're going to be releasing, because it was very buggy to begin with, and we're just kind of leaving that go till we can really give it some attention. I'm not entirely sure if any of the potions fixes were done, so I want to say yes, but I think that's a server issue. When will we be getting rid of playtimes? Soon. TM. Will the people in beta be founders? Okay, so founders is something we've been kind of debating a little bit. There's a split between some of us who want to do it one way and a split between others who want to do it another way. The most I can say right now is yes, there will be founders in the game. Right now, it's only specific for those who have a GM tag above their head, because traditionally you are a founder if you have a GM tag, so that's the only reason why. And at the moment, you cannot have only one. You must have either the GM tag and a founder, or no founder tag at all. So once we get the founders implemented, we'll figure out what we're wanting to do with it and let everyone know. But until then, we want to kind of keep that on the down low until we figure out what it is that we want to do with them. Why such a high memory requirement when the client was written for older PCs? Have you guys fixed the client memory leak? So the high memory requirement was because we had a memory leak, and at the same time, the client was very, very needy when it came to memory. We are going to be working on it to get the memory usage down very, very low. But until then, we want to set a minimum requirement that most PCs on the market handle. So 2 gigabytes as a minimum is not that bad at all.
Let me cut in for a second. Let me just put something into perspective, okay? So I have 16 gigs of RAM on my computer, and if I played TLOPO, I would hit memory errors like very, very frequently, like 5 to 10 minutes into gameplay. But at the moment, I've been sitting at, since I started this, I've been sitting at TLOPO, no, this game has used around 500 megs of RAM, and it hasn't gone higher or lower than 500 megabytes while I've been playing. So the memory leak is fixed. It is gone. As far as we know, I have not experienced any, I have not even experienced, it hasn't even gone up to a gigabyte of RAM, and it's never allocated that much. So.
And he's on the C's right now, the high C's. Usually in the past, the high C's has been a killer. If you've gone out on the C's, you are guaranteed to crash in some point in the near future. Someone out in the public actually wrote a program that you can run alongside of your game, and it will tell you when it'll give you predictions on when the game's gonna crash based on how much memory it's using, which I think is so amazing that someone wrote that. But that's something that's out there. The Mac game usually runs a lot more stable because Macs give a lot more memory to programs, where it just kind of lets it go. And then they have something called hardware memory, where if you run out of regular memory on your computer, it will just start using your disk space as memory. So PCs, I don't think, do that.
Yeah,
John can correct me with that, but I'm not sure. I'm not a PC guy.
They have a swap file, but by default it's like a low capacity, and you can make it larger, but that's kind of like a band-aid fix.
But 500 megs right now, him running the game, that's a half a gigabyte for those who don't know computer stuff. And if you don't know what a half gigabit is, it's very small. It's way below our minimum requirement right now, so the max requirement, well, the recommended requirement could even get lowered. We might give a minimum requirement of 512 or something. Who knows? We might be changing our specs. Oh, on top of that, DirectX 9 support has been added.
Yeah, if you guys
So
have
you can
noticed,
now use DirectX 9.
for this entire stream, I've been using DirectX 9 and not OpenGL, which the game not only looks better on DirectX 9, but in some cases you get better frame rates. So that's what I've been using. That, of course, you'll be able to switch between the two if you want, but.
Will invasions now take in effect? So, invasions right now are written, but they have not really been tested. We're going to be going a little bit more in depth with those and want to really make sure they're going to be perfect. So keep in mind that whenever you have an invasion, you are spawning in hundreds of enemies into one spot. And we really got to make sure that it's going to work out nicely and not cause major problems.
Alright, so where should we go now?
They've been saying Raven's Cove.
Alright, Raven's Cove it is.
Alright, we're going to Raven's Cove. Are there any plans to implement legendary or famed voodoo stabs? Yes. Are treasure fleets back yet? No. Will beta codes be lootable? What do you mean by beta codes?
Does he mean keys?
Like,
because they already are.
Oh, beta... Derp, I read that wrong. I was thinking of like a redeem code. Yes, they'll still be lootable. Oops, derp.
Dude, I like sailing at 43 knots. This is...
Why does it say there are 2 people aboard the ship? Ooh, that's a really good question.
What?
Why does it say there are 2 people aboard the ship?
Someone found a bug.
You found a bug.
Someone found a minor bug. Thank you for your contribution to bug reporting. You too can make TLOPO a better game. Oh, that's what happens when you sail too fast.
Anything on the old islands, like Old Port Royal or Old Tortuga. So, I have an idea on how we could bring those back, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about it. I don't think there'd be an issue, because it was a public stream. So, I think I can say it.
Why can't I dock at Raven's Cove? Why is the button broken?
It's because you're probably going so... Oh, no.
No, it's broken.
Ooh.
I wonder if that's just Ravens. I'm gonna try another island.
Worst case scenario, you could always teleport to it, but...
I don't have teleport access.
Ooh.
There's no TP access command in this version of the game.
Regarding the old islands, I was thinking of adding a newer PvP system. Almost like when you're in Call of Duty and there's a matchmaker and whatnot. So that's my idea of it. So you have a whole entire matchmaker where you can do things like capture the flag, or it might be like capture the idol or something.
Did you say
maybe
captcha?
go around...
Did you say captcha the flag? Yeah, like the captcha things, you know?
I don't know. It's just my accent. Don't make fun of my accent. Capture the flag. Does it sound like I'm saying captcha?
Yes.
Oops. Oh well, it's my accent. Deal with it. So, capture the flag. We will be adding something like that, maybe? This is in the distant future, but that's an idea.
Implement old islands right now.
Yeah, old islands right now. So, I have had an older version of the game back in November of 2015 running the older islands. So, it's like a really old version of the game. It's alpha.
It's old.
So, it hasn't been touched in a while.
Ancient artifact.
Yes, it is an ancient artifact. It's to be looked at and remembered, but not enjoyed.
Put in the TLOPO Museum.
The Museum of TLOPO History. Remember the time whenever you just kind of spawn around an opposite gender pirate, you would just see like their faces and everything so
Please
deformed?
Don't talk about that. I still have screenshots of that.
Oh, someone gave us a key to drop. They have a key. Let me validate that it's actually a key that's good, just to before I drop that like it's an actual key. But someone gave us a key from the game that they looted or dug up or something, and they're wanting us to drop it. And it's a valid key. Ooh. So there will be a key drop soon from Mayus TLOPO. Mayus TLOPO. Thank you for him giving us a key to drop.
Dude, some people think that Some people think that Disney gave us the source code that we're using right now.
No, we were not given anything. This has been the art of reverse engineering.
Imagine that though. Imagine that. Just like Disney's just like, yo, here you go. Yeah.
Yes, if Disney gave us this, we'd have such a buggy piece of garbage.
If Disney gave it to us, I'd be showing you ship customization right now.
Like, we wouldn't even be having this stream. It'd just be public.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, before I go sailing again, I have to remember where it is on here. I turn on run again to be able to find it. I wish when you would like hover over these icons on the map, it would tell you what it is, but it doesn't do that. That'd be really convenient though. What is that fort on Padres? It's Fort Dundee or whatever.
Yeah.
How do I get there?
Wait, no, wait, Padres or Port Royal?
Padres. Fort
Okay,
Dundee?
see, it's on the very bottom of the map. See how it just kind of fades off like a
Alright,
beach
yeah.
almost? Yep, you gotta go all the way over there.
Alright. What else? What is this here? Oh, wait. That was supposed to open the... Never mind. I was just gonna say, that's supposed to open the map. No, it wasn't.
You should do your Patrick impersonation.
No, this is a TLOPO live stream, not a Patrick stream.
John Cody over here can do a perfect Patrick Star voice.
Not doing it though. You can wait.
Not gonna do it?
You can tune in next week when we take a look at the oh, sweet dude.
The Legend of Pirates Online SpongeBob edition.
I like this crash right here. This is a good one.
Oh, you crashed?
This is a good crash right here. Why does this even happen? Like is...
Oh, Dean gave us the doc over here a little while ago for all of the reputation.
Oh,
We didn't see it.
I know.
Thank you, Dean.
I know this crash, and I was going to fix it, and then I fell asleep.
And then you fell asleep. The story of all programmers.
I was like, I'll do it
Hey,
tomorrow.
don't give me that back talk, soldier.
I'll do it tomorrow before the stream. And then I woke up at 3 p.m. So you know, well, that'll get fixed after the stream. Tune in next week where we take a look at all this Pirates Online memorabilia that they send people in the mail. Which I have none of. I have Toontown trading cards though, if you guys want to see those. Before you rejoin the ship front, I think that's actually what it was.
Hey, send me a link right now.
Roke Williams is here. Twitch.tv /Sean5. You can't just go there, huh?
No. Let me go look for it now. Twitch.
Twitch.tv /JAWHNL5.
JAW.HNL.
You are terrible. JAWHNL5. Not
John
J-
L5? You mean JOHN L5? What?
No, that is...
There's no channel.
Mike. Oh my god, I'll paste the link.
Are you still on with everybody in the stream?
Talapo.
Yeah, there's four. It's us and 472 of our closest friends.
Talapo.
Oh, I think close friends.
Yes, 472 of our closest friends.
Oh no, it looks like I have to log in.
Quickscopes at MFWAS. Why not write an OTP server for the client instead of going through the trouble of dumping and rewriting the source code?
I've done that.
So, Astron is essentially a rewrite of OTP with a couple small discrepancies where you have to kind of change a few things over, so it's not that hard. John over here wrote his very own server that literally will work with a carbon copy of Toontown and or Pirates, but
Here's the problem.
that's something that's Python, it's not tested, it's kind of low scale.
Here's the problem, though. In doing so, sure, you'll have a really stable carbon copy of Paco, but then you can't add new content. Because let's say, like, you're saying don't decompile the client, you're just saying run from the Disney executable, well then you can never add new content. So that would mean that stuff like Isla Escondida would never be possible. Give me a second.
Isla Escondida.
Oh, that island. I heard about it.
You made it! How can you just like, oh yeah, I heard about it?
I heard good things about it. I think.
You're amazing,
That's all you
Rope.
need.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Oh
Oh,
gosh. Oh,
John.
there's 470 people.
John. MMDR is sitting there like, I'm like, Ayla Escon, what? Making fun of the accent. Ayla. But we appreciate the question, Quickscopes, and we hope we answered it good enough for you.
When I first joined, I didn't even know this was actually a call that's on the stream. I thought it was just us. I was like, oh.
Really, some in the chat just like, wall. Ah.
Oh, man.
Well, anyway, I just got back from eating sponges.
See,
We're gonna go to
any
Raven's Cove
word-
now.
What's been shown so far?
We've shown everything with the game so far, all the changes. We've shown flagships. We've shown, what else have we shown?
You know we
Tutorial.
haven't. You know what we haven't shown? Raven's Cove. You know where I'm going right now? Raven's Cove.
Hey.
Like
and
Raven's
we're
Cove
on
is somewhere else.
leaderboards. So leaderboards are implemented and working. They've been implemented actually silently throughout the entirety of beta, but we just haven't really made them public because there are a couple small issues with that we want to fix and make perfect beforehand. But those will be out soon on the new website. Which the new website could even be out as soon as tomorrow. There's a couple more visual things that we want to change with it.
Right.
And once we have all the website changes done,
Quickscopes here is asking another good question. He's asking, how hard was it to fix water reflections and shaders, or was it already working when you guys dumped the client? Alright, so the water you're seeing right here is really just like not the proper water. Podco had much better water, you know, with waves and stuff, and we don't have that yet, mainly because the handling for waves and everything like that is a C++, you know, module that of course we can't decompile that, so we have to rewrite that all from scratch, and we haven't gotten around to that because it's very time consuming to do something like that. So the water you're seeing right now is only just like, it's a temporary, you know, what water we had from just decompiling the game. And in the future, we're going to have better water once we can get that module rewritten, but that'll probably be one of the last things that's done, because it's only a small cosmetic, you know, thing.
it's not like it's really needed for the game to work perfectly. Regarding the shaders part, that was something I worked with, making the reflections work. So that's actually something in the game's configuration, where it's done by Panda 3D, the game engine, automatically, and we just had to configure it, and that it was just out of the box worked. So there was something in the Disney.
One of those things. I am not fighting those.
The Rage Ghost.
I'm not fighting those.
But there's something in the original game called config.rc.pre, and that is an encrypted form of the game's configuration. So we decompiled that. Well, decrypted it. It wasn't really a decompilation. So we decrypted that, and we took that configuration, implemented it to make it work on the game, and then we noticed there was the C patch stuff in there for making reflections work. I'm like, hey, so those worked from that. Yeah, we just kind of turned it on. It was there. We're like, whoa, what's this? Looked into config and saw how it was turned on. I was like, well, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Took a little while to get that to work, configuration.
Next episode, Mike will be telling you what he eats for breakfast every morning. Okay, so now
I don't eat breakfast.
Okay, what he eats for lunch every day.
I don't eat lunch.
What he eats for dinner every day.
There you go. If I would eat lunch, it's usually just a PB&J.
I'm gonna go in here. Was El Patron's mine? I actually have no idea where I'm going right now.
El Patron.
Sorry, I don't. Okay, I'm not. I'm never gonna pronounce anything the right way. Okay.
Right. El
Do
Patron.
you want me to call it King's Shed instead of King's Head? Do you want me to call it Port Royale instead of Port Royal? How about?
Oh yeah. Of course.
I'm never gonna pronounce it the right way. Just so you know, MMDR, I'm not doing it.
LOL, true programmers there, ignoring all meals except dinner.
Somebody I remember pronounced his name as Patterson, and I was like, oh.
Patterson, yes.
Yeah, L. Patterson. I was like, oh, that's a good way to pronounce things.
There's MMDR. L pattern. What?
Except I didn't say pattern, I said patron.
XD.
Oh, like a Patreon page, patron.
Which, if you're confusing,
Are you a patron?
Yes, I'm a patron. I use Patreon every day. I don't even know where I'm going right now, to be completely honest with you. I'm just hoping I end up at some place. Where does this go? If this is a dead end, I'm just gonna be mad. It's a dead end, is it?
You could pull up the map.
Well, it doesn't tell. Alright, guys. So, that's it for this stream. Tune in next week where I run over my hard drive with my car.
Alright, when he just says something like, alright guys, tune in for next stream, he's not actually ending the stream.
Well, I never said the stream's ending. I just said tune in next week where I run over my hard drive with a car. You never know. There could be a stream next week where I run over my hard drive with a car.
That'd be pretty fun, I'd do that.
Of course, then I would have to buy another hard drive, but...
I mean, you could probably rip one out from one of your older computers.
That is true.
I mean, how many computers do you have, John?
I have 35.
Alright. Yeah.
And
That's more than the average everyday American.
most of them run Windows XP and older operating systems for that, fun stuff.
Oh,
Very
I have a
fun.
couple next to me here. I have a MacBook, I have a Mac Mini, my MacBook Pro, and then there's
A Mac.
a Dell Inspiron 15 or whatever it is over there.
I like to play Toontown on Windows 95. Okay, so where do I go for the...
Oh, I also have a Dell XPS 10 up there
Actually,
that I use to try something, and apparently it doesn't have a good graphics card, which is to be expected. It's a tablet, so it can't run the
For a
game.
second, I was just going to say, Dell XPSs are usually high-end, but you said it's a tablet, so...
Dell XPS 10.
Okay, that's...
It's a 10-inch tablet. It's good for PowerPoint and stuff, though, so I've used it in presentations where I don't need that. It's not that bad. I mean, it has a good battery life and everything, and it does what I need to.
Yeah, use them for
It's unfortunately running Windows RT, which doesn't seem like it's going to be getting an update anytime soon, so I think it's a dead OS.
It is
Hey,
a dead... It's been a dead OS.
John Coat. How much do you
So-
like Macs?
What?
How much do I like Macs? I love them.
Oh, he was talking
Oh, same here.
He was talking to me. I don't, though.
Oh,
Man, what a guy.
I don't.
how do you hate a Mac?
I don't.
I know.
Hey, I'd like
He
to-
doesn't hate it. Look, he just said he doesn't hate it. I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
I
see, he
don't.
likes them. He likes them.
Yeah, I like Macs. I use them every day. Main computer.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like paperweights.
I don't even know where I'm going right now.
Just you're going the right way. Yep. Keep going there.
No.
Yeah,
Where's the
perfect.
water?
I want to go to the Cave of Lost Souls.
Oh, well, here. Oh, gosh. All right, turn around.
Do I have to go back through the tunnel?
Yeah, go that way. No. Go. All right, 20 degrees to your right. Forwards. Nope. Yep. There you go. No.
Oh, I
more.
forgot. Oh, right. The stream is delayed.
Oh,
Stream-
nice.
I'm just gonna go back through. I was just gonna.
Oh, this game is too delayed.
Doesn't matter. I have run turned on, so I can just like speed run through it.
Did you just go-
Guard. Wow,
Oh.
I wish I could leap like that.
Guys, come
Just
on.
teleport back to Raven's Cove, and then I'll show you where to go. Yeah.
Watch my tool-assisted speed run of The Legend of Pirates.
Oh, is this like those speed runs they do for other games? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
my tool-assisted speed run of The Legend of Pirates. When has some time between develop?
Let's see. How did you guys find Pirates of the Caribbean? So, I've been a fan of the movie for the
Disney
movies
World.
for a very, very long time. The game itself, my brother saw an ad for it in 2007, and we played around the beta period, but we never ended up getting Founders. So I was always pretty bummed about that. I had the account during the founders period, but I never had unlimited access until like 4 or 5 days after the founders period ended. So rip, I was never a founder. But my brother now doesn't play the game, but he's genuinely interested in seeing how all of this works, and he's shocked actually that we've been able to recreate it. It's interesting seeing him log back on and play, because then he'll get hooked for a little bit and then not touch it for a little while, then get hooked for a little bit, and it's special. Kind of brings back childhood memories.
What's in this cave?
What about you, John? How did you find Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh man.
Are you talking about online or just the franchise?
How about both?
Well, I didn't play Pirates Online, so. But Pirates of the Caribbean, though. Pirates of the Caribbean, that was like. When I went to Disney World in like 2004, there was a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean, like. Everything. There was like a Pirates of the Caribbean, like, ride. They don't have it anymore. They replaced it with like a different one.
Hey, I'll bring it back.
It was kind of like a roller coaster idea, but it was like. No, actually, it was a water ride, and it was like 10 minutes long. It was really good. I think that was when. What Pirates of the Caribbean movie came out around 2004? Was that the first one?
2004 Pirates original one came out 2003.
Okay,
and
yeah,
then,
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's how.
So that was what was it? Curse of the Black Pearl came out in 3. Then in 2006 was Dead Man's Chest. 2007 was At World's End. 2011 was
I see the red.
On Stranger Tides. And this one's Dead Man Tell No
I
Tales.
see the red dots here, but I don't actually see any enemies to fight.
It's probably because you're running.
Oh, you know what it is? They're misplaced.
Oh, are they below?
They're mispositioned. Oh, that's a problem.
Whoops.
That's awkward. Yeah, we're not gonna go back that. So what do you guys want to see now? Let me know. What do you guys want to see?
Yeah, anything you guys want to see.
I'll show you. What do you want? Just put your suggestions in and we'll show you.
And now we wait for the chat to catch up.
Yeah. Good delay.
GD.
Shit. Cannon defense. Okay. Someone said ship customization, but I already explained 5 times why I can't show that. Okay, so that sounded a little mean. Basically, I can't show cannon defense right now because even though I implemented it like a week ago, I lost like the command that I used to give myself all the ship materials to actually be able to show it off got lost in one of the commits that I pushed to the code repository, and now I have to rewrite that, and I don't have enough time before the stream to rewrite that, so I wouldn't be able to actually show you ship customization. Anyway, the Raven's Quest storyline is not exactly complete on this version of the game. In fact, it's not even complete at all, so... No, it's not complete, I'll tell you that right now, but it's not that... It shouldn't be that difficult to have in the game, you know, around the time that it comes back up, so... Don't worry too much about that not being around. We'll try to get that in as well. I want to see a prospective release date.
And
So, here's something to show. Someone said, you have any memes? So, John, show that in the stream.
What? Show what?
It's in the Skype chat.
Oh, okay.
Someone said, you have any memes? So, there's your meme.
Sounds good. Hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah, someone says, show us new memes.
The level of quality of this one is pretty decent. I'll put it in.
Yes, memes.
Alright.
PvP him. You won't. You're right, I won't.
Add image.
You're just gonna place it, like, probably dead center in the screen, like, boom.
There you go. Now I'll just leave that there for a few minutes and you guys can absorb that while I go to the Fort Charles.
That thing's huge.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there for a few minutes so you guys can absorb it while I go and get to the cannon defense. Okay, right can defense now. Good meme. Alright, so...
Call me?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, can defense is kind of messed up too. Take a look at this. So... Why is the countdown so long?
Bye, meme. Someone said, bye-bye, Steve.
In terms of ship customization, on the older updates, it was nearly impossible to add due to the server setup not playing nicely with it. So it got held off for such a long time just because the server infrastructure at the time basically said no, sorry, no ship customization allowed. So.
Fishing is implemented and working perfectly fine. So is potions, and so is ship repair. Along with poker and blackjack.
Yeah, I like how the ships are moving backwards. It needs some work. Early preview, guys. Early preview. I'm gonna use that excuse a lot, and it might just sound like a petty excuse, but really, this is very early. This is earlier than any other previews that we've shown in developer streams.
Did we do a developer stream before alpha?
Yeah, we did several before.
Yeah.
Alpha. And
7 before alpha?
No, we did several before alpha.
I was gonna say 7 before alpha. This is number 8. That wouldn't work.
And those streams were nowhere near as early previews as this, so it just gives you a bit of a perspective on what you're seeing right here.
Earlier than birth. Huh. Someone said that in the chat.
But if you think
early previews equals still broke.
Although the point of this stream is not really to show how much, more amazing it is. Well, that's actually part of what it is. It's to show how much more functional the game is and how you can have consistent frame rates and not crash all the time while trying to play it. So, really, it's not much worse. It's not really worse in any way than TLOPO. So, either way, I consider it an improvement, even if there are some issues here. Here and there. Obviously, there will be. But they will all be resolved over time. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, I like how they're selling backwards. That's a good feature right there.
Oh, there's something here. We will set something straight for the record. And this is something that John's going to laugh at. We're going to set something for the record straight for the whole community to know. Alright? No more is there an excuse to say this wrong. Alright? John's last name is pronounced Cody, not Coat.
Yes, very important.
It's John Cote.
It's very important that you all know that.
Hey, John Coat.
Knock it off! Say that again. You're getting kicked. Say that again. You're getting banned from the stream.
Let's see. Turbo something really large last name. Will Beta Pirates be wiped on full release? So far, no. I don't think we're planning on doing that at all. If we were, I doubt that we would be putting this much effort into not having them wiped. So Beta Pirates are here to stay as far as I know.
And I crashed.
And then everyone in the chat is screaming Coat.
That was an AI crash.
Oh, someone said Goat. John Goat, how are you doing?
Dude, that wasn't even a client crash. That was an AI crash. I knew it. Alright, well.
Ooh.
We saw enough of that. I actually know
Fix
that
your
issue.
AI, John Goat.
I actually know that issue, and I asked Nasib about it 2 days ago. He told me how to fix it, and I never put the fix in. I never checked out the fix.
Man, there's all these different things out here. John Coke, John Goat.
So we've crashed.
The AI is salty. Oh, John Cootie.
I am not salty.
John Coyote.
Knock it off. Oh, I have one thing else that I want to show. Okay. Did I Did I progress in quests too much? No, I don't think I did.
Before the stream ends, could you be able to clone the SRC?
I'll do that right now.
Alright, yeah, so we could be able to pull that up at least so we can give some kind of new content.
Yeah, we'll be showing some new content. I'm not going to tell you what, but we'll show some new content. No, it's not ship
It won't be too much, it'll just kind of be like a little bit of a walkthrough.
And no, it's not ship customization. Leave me alone.
Can you make it 4K? Soon, TM.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, there's another problem, too.
Ooh.
There's another problem with cloning it. Okay, well, I don't have the right SDK on my computer.
I could just give you the world viewer.
Nah, I'm not. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this the right way. Okay, where is it on here? Here we go. And do this the right way.
John Fowl Walker. Why not John Fowl Roberts? Huh?
Okay. Hey, that's
taken.
That's impersonation. That's staff impersonation. I would get banned for that.
How could you get banned for taking a mod's name that's in the shop down?
Staff impersonation. I get banned for that.
It's only staff impersonation if you act like they're a staff. Ha.
He is staff though, and technically I wouldn't even have to act like staff because I am staff. But it's still impersonation. Can't do it. Not allowed.
Oh yeah, you're impersonating yourself if you make another character of yourself.
Permabanned, IP banned, MAC address banned.
Yes, 100%.
I'm not even gonna wait anymore. I'm just gonna. I actually really hate how slow these ships go. Why can't they go faster than 10
Look at
knots?
that water on Port Royal. That water on Port Royal was amazing. Oh hey, we got a chip from Slappy Penguin. A Dorito for the staff. It's Cool Ranch. No, what is it? It looks like it's nacho cheese, not Cool Ranch. Derp.
A Mountain Dew to go with it? What a ripoff.
You like Mountain Dew?
Actually, I got some right here. No, the problem is the only problem is I can only drink one once every like 2 months.
Stop that.
Once every.
I hate Mountain Dew.
Because otherwise,
It's the one thing I hate.
Stuff is like, it's so bad for you, so I can only drink one every 2 months. But
I don't drink much soda at all to begin with, but if I would, it's either ginger ale or root beer.
Hey, Pepsi. Pepsi's the only way to go.
Pepsi's pretty good. I like Pepsi over
You know what you
Coke.
should do? You should go on video.
There's a question for the chat.
Go on video and eat a whole ginger root.
Ginger.
Well, I can't do that now, you know?
I've done that when I've bought sushi before. It came with ginger, and I was like, what's this? I didn't realize that I put all of it in there. I was like, ah! And my stepbrother was next to me. I think I was overreacting. I'm like, what is this?
Do the wasabi challenge.
That's happened when I've went out and had sushi where they put a lot of it in something, and I just took a bite and was like, eh. I love sushi for anyone who doesn't know. So here's the question for chat. Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
From your dev over here, Mikey Was, it is Pepsi all the way.
Hey, 2 Pepsis over here.
We got 2 Pepsis. What are you, John?
Huh?
What are you, Pepsi or Coke?
No.
No.
I'm neither, actually.
If you were to choose one, if you had to choose.
Crystal Pepsi.
I'm with you on that. Crystal Pepsi's pretty good.
Crystal Pepsi, I had it once. It tastes the same, right?
There's a little bit of a difference.
There's a difference.
Yeah, it's subtle, but there's a difference. I liked it a little more.
I had it when I was half asleep, so maybe that's why I didn't notice.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be sleeping and drinking soda.
No, that people have coffee, I have soda.
Okay.
Now here's people in chat. Nope. Forget Pepsi. Forget Coke. Let's go for Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew.
Sprite and banana challenge. Do it right now. Drink a 2-liter bottle of Sprite and eat a bunch of bananas. Your stomach will not enjoy that.
Oh my gosh.
Or what you should do? Drink
What?
like a 2-liter bottle of Diet Coke and then eat a bunch of Mentos.
Oh my gosh, that's like the best idea ever. You know, just chug the whole bottle and just take some Mentos down. Now, we are actually not endorsing that. Don't actually
Please
go do
don't
that.
do
It'll
that.
end
Don't-
badly. Yeah, that's going to end very badly. Don't do that.
That's Vice. Edit that out of the stream when it goes on YouTube.
Yeah, nah, we should be fine. Just
No.
don't do that. Just
No,
seriously don't.
No, I'm going to tell him to edit it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell them to edit it out. Because someone
Yeah,
might actually try to do that.
yeah, that won't end well. Don't actually do that. You'll get in the hospital. Don't do that.
Well, no, when I saw a YouTube video, it just causes a lot of gas.
So basically, I'm not gonna. Nah, never mind.
Don't talk. This is family-friendly chat right now.
Yup. No jokes. I'll leave the imagination up for everyone else. I'm not gonna make a joke.
Dude, my hands are freezing. Ah.
You got good.
Might want to get yourself a hand warmer over there or something, or start typing fast to get the fingers all bloody up. Get the blood to the fingers.
I don't think I want to type fast.
Huh? You want to type fast?
I have a lovely sister, but I need my Ethel, dude.
Do your Patrick Star impersonation. Seriously,
No,
you should really do it.
No, we'll do it. No, nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
I'm not in the, I really don't feel like doing that today.
And this gentleman, who
Not
needs
able to
no
stop?
introduction, is... What's your name again, mate?
John. My name's John.
James.
Oh, it's not James,
Oh.
though.
Right.
My
We
name's
will
not
James.
discuss the important matter of my next drink.
So can anyone in the chat do any kind of impersonation at all?
Still there?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a question.
Boy,
What kind of impersonation can anyone in you guys do? Anyone out there in the chat do?
that scrap of flotsam from jail. Come to square up with me for that free trip to Port Royal, eh?
Oh,
John Cena!
by the way, after this
We're
cutscene,
going
you
off
guys
the
will
back
notice something that's not broken anymore.
So go
Oh
find
yeah.
OG Talopo players will not understand. Well, actually,
Oh,
all,
yeah.
all Talopo players will understand because it's still in the game.
Oh yeah.
Not on this
This is
version.
something that everyone's gonna be happy for. Is still there. Oi.
If you know what it is, type in the chat.
Oh, they're looking at the stream here where it's already gone. Wait, how much is the delay here?
Who denied Woody Woodpecker? That is a great classic character. If you don't like that, then you need to go watch like SpongeBob or something. Well, actually, the old episodes of SpongeBob are really good. Can't see my forehead. Hey, by the way, you guys know what we should do next after this? We should do some PvP. I'll pull up the second client. It doesn't matter how much there is lag. I'll pull up another client. I'll show you some PvP.
Can't see my forehead. Yeah, I don't think anyone could do SpongeBob.
It's really difficult.
Ball.
What was
Gotta
that?
like hit your. I was like, it was an attempt at the laugh, but I started smacking my abs apple and it didn't work.
Ball. All I heard was ball.
Ball.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so after I sink this ship, I'm not going to turn in the quest, but I'm going to show some PvP. As much as I can show of it, at least.
Okay, so iMazing28 at Devs. What is your favorite game to play at the moment? TLOPO. 'Cause that's the only game I play at the moment.
You know, Club Penguin's a pretty good game. No, it's not.
Oh, shut up. They're closing that down.
I know. And I'm
Really?
I'm throwing
the game that
I'm
caused to close.
I'm throwing a party too.
Are you?
Yeah, the Club Penguin is
should go.
closing party.
Should go. Invite all Telepo staff.
Can I join?
Huh?
Sure, why not?
Thank you, thank you.
It's gotta get a flight across the country.
And somebody can buy me a ticket.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, just gotta split the cost between the both of us.
Perfect. Appreciate that.
The glue.
Rip Club Penguin. 100% rip.
More like belongs in the trash.
That's basically Talopo water at the moment. Belongs in the trash.
Yeah, I could agree with that statement. I can totally agree with that. Alright, so now we're gonna start.
I'll have you know that was a question.
Okay, so now we're gonna start with, we're gonna open 2 clients. It didn't crash that time, I actually closed out. We're gonna
Oh,
start.
you're gonna open 2.
We're gonna open 2 times.
Oh, is it for our special viewing?
Huh?
Is it for the special viewing?
I'm showing him PvP.
Oh, I thought it was something else. Never mind. Did that finish cloning?
Yes, it did. Hold on. Wait, actually. Oh, hold on. I only have one part of it. Let me get the other part.
Oh, that one's probably gonna take longer to download too.
No, my internet's not bad, so it should work fine.
Oh, wow. Wow, you're mean.
Wow, your internet's terrible.
I know. This is why you're the one always hosting the streams. You have the great internet.
It's not my problem.
And arguably are an amazing host.
You know, people really don't like me. At least they didn't in previous streams. They called me very boring, and I can get behind that. I am a boring person.
I hate my
Oh.
voice. I feel like I would never be able to run a stream, like just me running a stream. I don't think I'd be able to carry it. My voice is very monotone and
Dude, you guys are talking about digital Legos. How about like Lego World? What is it? There's like an online Lego game. Not
Really?
Not Roblox. That game's crap.
Roblox is great.
Minecraft.
No, it's not. You play that like every day, but it's not good.
What do you mean I play that every day?
You play it every day with Andrew Vance.
Oh, Andrew Vance. You got something there.
Andrew Spanaway.
I like this. Oh man.
Wait, I don't even know what window it's capturing. Oh, it's capturing. It's capturing this window.
Are you just gonna split it in half and show side by side?
Yeah, good joke. Actually, I could do that.
If you want to, then do it. If you don't, then
At
don't.
the moment, it's only capturing a single window, but I could do like a split screen.
Probably don't worry about it.
I'm gonna do
Doesn't
it.
really matter if the other one's showing or not.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Actually,
But you can't see your forehead.
well, nobody can, unless they look in a mirror.
Hey, you don't tell me how to live my life.
Knock it off.
I don't tell you how to live your life. For all you know, I can see my forehead, alright?
No.
No forehead. I was in the chat. Look at that frame rate. Alright. Amazing frame rate.
Oh, dude, look at. Wait, what? What?
What happened?
What is this? Hold on. TLOPO Dev 2. Let me make another.
Did you crash or what?
No,
I can't see.
what?
It's not on the
No,
stream
hold on
yet.
a second. It's not showing the right window. Give me a second.
Have you ever had two windows open side by side on this?
I'm trying to show a I'm trying to show my other like game. Hold on, let me. This is bad software. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. What is this? I've never seen this before.
I'll have to see. It's pending on the stream.
I have never seen that before.
I haven't seen that either.
Oh, that's a chat tutorial. That's fine.
I've never seen. I didn't even know what that is. I've never seen it before.
Yeah! I didn't even know they implemented that. Nasib must have implemented that. Yeah, it's a chat tutorial. It teaches you how to use the chat.
Oh wait. I like how people are hearing doubles because I have two games open.
Oh no. I was in the chat there. Someone has said, yeah, that's old-time Pirates of the Caribbean tutorial stuff.
I And now now Deathspice is gonna say it's an issue when it's actually not an issue. Oh, would you look at that? I just got the message.
Did you?
What? Okay.
Ooh.
Where's my...
Wait, oh, I thought you were going into SVS.
No, I said PvP. I've already... I'm pretty sure I said PvP.
I thought you heard SVS. I thought you said SVS. Oh well.
Where's the other guy? I want to kill him. Oh, there he is. Oh wait, never mind. He's level 19. I'm just gonna kill him with this guy. Get wrecked, son.
I wish I could see it real time.
And then my other Python window. One of my games just crashed. Well, I won.
Did the other repo finish cloning?
Where's Brian Muncher? Not here.
Huh?
Roke. Look at the chat here. Jack's asking me to tell you to look at the chat.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Now we're gonna take a look at
It says you have to add something back.
Now we're gonna take a look at some new content.
Wait. Roke has to add one thing back really quickly.
Oh.
Hey, is it what I'm thinking it is?
Begins with a C?
Yeah.
Yeah, go at it.
Alright. Let me go look for that thing. History. Oh.
I hope I did this right. Yeah, I did. Okay, so now I have to get
We
the...
could show a preview of Invasions on the other one.
Dude, if you want it to run at 0.5 frames per year, like on TLOPO, it's not frames per second, it's seconds per frame.
Seconds per frame.
I mean, I can show it, but it's at the but I can show it, but we really have to stress that it's an old version.
Well, that's okay.
All right.
I mean, it's better than nothing. I mean, I'm sure they'd like to see something.
Sure. Okay, we'll do that. First off, I have to get the right SDK version. Give me a second.
Alright, so guys, we're going to take a look really quickly at Invasions. So this is running from a version that's pre-beta, I think? Yeah, I think this is before beta was even released. That's when this was working on. So there are a lot of other issues in this. So let's double check that. Feature Invasions. Let me look for it. Unless they had it as something else.
Wasn't that merged?
It was merged, actually.
That's
So
what
it should just be tilde invasion.
That's what I thought, yeah, okay.
Okay. Let me look and see when the pull request was merged for it.
By the way, I know the screen's black. I'm setting up the game. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's pre-beta. Invasions were written in October.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah, they were merged on October 30th.
For all I know, it could crash, so expect nothing.
Actually, October 29th, I lied. RIP. So yeah, Invasions have been done since Halloween. Fun fact, they were originally planned for September 11th, 2016. They were supposed to be the end of alpha event.
You mean September 9th? Wait, did we close on the 19th or the 11th?
Oh, 19th. Sorry, I was thinking of... Yep, sorry. We started the week of events. The week of events was very interesting. We had so much planned, and we had so many ideas and everything, and that's why there was 3 weeks of no updates. And then what happened was we didn't test everything thoroughly by themselves. So we had the whole week of events, and then we turned off all the others. So I think we had 8 days of events. So it started on September 11th, and then we had September 11th event start. And then once we started to do September 12th, we turned on that in the code, and then the game didn't work. Well, apparently it was depending on something from September 15th update. So we had to make it work for the 12th update, and then we go to September 13th, and then we're depending on something from the other days again and again. So it literally kept being a debacle of nobody getting any sleep, and I probably averaged like 3 hours of sleep in total the entire week. That was a very bad time for me, and I still had work to begin with during that. I was working 20 hours a week with school, with after-school activities where I was just getting like no sleep.
What is this? Get. Oh, this is what I need right here. February 11, 2017. Okay, this is the right version. I'm just gonna be uninstalling that afterwards anyway. How much hard drive space have I used up? Enough.
You questioning hard drive space? What?
Did Rogue get his thing uploaded?
Roke, did you
Yeah,
finish
here
that?
pool in about 30 seconds.
Okay. Wait. Oh, never mind.
Are y'all in college? So the majority of us are not,
I will.
but starting next year, a lot of us will be. I'm a senior in high school. John is a senior in high school. Roke, I don't think you're a senior, are you?
Yeah, I'm senior.
You're a senior? All right.
Yeah.
So all three of us are going to be going into college. Dean's already out of college. He's in the workforce.
And Loud Rob is he's a junior.
All good
Yep.
to go for you, John.
Huh?
So we're
Good
wanting to get a lot of this stuff done ahead of time before we go to college so we could actually focus on college and then get updates pushed out gradually as we finish them up, but not have to make it like a large time priority.
You're a college.
Because guaranteed when we're in college, we're not going to have any time at all. I don't want to say the college I'm going to for security reasons, considering I've been swatted already. I do not want to say my college. Nobody will know.
He's probably going.
It's a university, I'll tell you that much, and it's a good university, but that's all I'm going to say.
He's probably going to Bikini Bottom boating school. What?
Yes, class of 2021 at the Bikini Bottom boating school.
Oh, wait. Why are there two branches named the same thing?
Go to
The dash. You want the one with the dash.
Okay.
go to features.
And you have to. The resources need that branch also.
The old one must have got abandoned or something. You guys are. Oh, well, okay, I got that. Okay.
Major. I am debating on 3 different majors. I'm planning on going for computer science. I was accepted for that department, but I am debating on double majoring or minoring in computer science. Well, double majoring with regular computer science along with political science and or languages. I'm planning on something with Spanish, maybe. One of those 3 things. Who knows? Maybe I'll be a math teacher. Maybe I'll go off to be a politician. Who knows?
No. What was that?
I'm restringing my guitar.
Oh, so you can play those one-string power chords, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, guys, you get to listen to Roke restring his guitar while we're playing this, so
Isn't it exciting?
enjoy the background music.
Yeah, my song with one note.
Sweet. Okay.
How did you guys get into programming? For me specifically, I was just always fascinated with it, where I'd pull up a computer and I'd press a button and the thing would work. When I was 4 or 5 years old, I'm playing with computers. I was like, whoa. And then when I turned 8, I got my own.
This doesn't
And
even
then
work.
considering I was 8, I got viruses. So when I got viruses and the computer didn't work anymore, I ripped it apart. And it's just kind of gotten bigger and bigger from then.
Your game doesn't work. Your game doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Your game doesn't
Does
work.
it actually not work?
Hold on. Your game's broken. It doesn't work.
Let me go try.
Does that look like
What?
a working game to you?
Hey, you want to know something that's pretty good? It worked
Rogue,
for me.
it's looking for distributed BH. Gotta look in the chat for that.
Wait a second.
It might be because of your cache. Try wiping the cache.
What does the cache have to do with that?
I don't know. It might, for all I know.
But this is a fresh clone.
Hey,
True.
it's probably your Panda because it works fine for me.
Oh my god, I'm gonna eat glue. Give me a second.
Because mine's fine.
That's not.
Wait. Wow. Here, go to here. Look.
I'm not looking at anything.
Alright, perfect.
What?
Alright, are you on?
At devs,
are
what's
you
your
on
favorite
that?
language to code in? Me
Yeah.
personally, Python, 100%.
I'm in there.
Okay.
Give me a second. Wait. Hold on. Hold on a second. Nope. Still broken. That's not... Wait, why though? Like, that makes no sense. Hold on. Like,
I got it.
Wait, are you running your other server?
No, I'm running the old game, and it's not working. It just crashes.
Rip.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's the old game, of course.
Let me see if it works for me over here.
Hold on a second. Actually, no. I was gonna say I might be doing something wrong, but I don't think I am. Wait. Actually, hold on a sec. Okay. Hey, Mike, I figured out the problem. I don't know how to fix it though.
What's the problem?
Okay, I'll tell you. Somebody deleted the client file, so it only has the server file. At least on my end, like the client file's not there.
Are you on the right branch?
Yeah,
It should just be origin/new dash.
Yeah, that's what I have. I'm pretty sure.
Let me look to see.
I'm pretty sure the reason why it's working for Roke is because he still has the bytecode version of that file. But it seems the regular file got deleted. Like if I go on the actual website.
Oh, that's the case for me too. Okay, let me give you.
Then.
Oh really?
It's just missing. Someone deleted that file, so I'm just gonna copy it from the main.
Here.
RQ2.
It's right there. I sent it to you.
Okay, that works.
Yep. Rip.
I don't. That's weird. Tune in next week where we break the game more. Okay.
Watch that be an unverified file, and it's just gonna break even more. I see some decimal cleanup that needs to occur in it, but that's about it. Nah, it should work.
Okay.
Shh. Don't shush me.
That's a good sound right there.
Oh, do you like that?
Yeah, that's a good sound.
Yeah, you should human.stop.
Knock that off.
Oh.
Hey, actually,
Jokes.
I just realized that I am using the wrong engine.
Hey, Roger. Wait, yeah, I just messed that up.
Roger.
Hey, John, Roger put in the chat, have you tried setting it to Wumbo?
You know, that's actually a really good idea.
we just play the street music.
That's a really good idea. Hey, Roke, you should put violin strings on your guitar.
Actually,
Okay.
I tried that before, and I snapped it. Like, I had to tie it onto another string to extend it, because I was just having fun, and it snapped in the middle, and... Yeah.
So rip
was
strings?
like 7 pieces.
That's like using, what is it? Ooh! That issue. That's like using, Roke, that's like using a, what is it? That's like using, like shoelaces.
Oh yeah, I like shoelaces.
Okay, guys, so the game you're seeing here is not the new client. It is the original game that we have right now on prod. Alright, and you are going to see some very special newness that we will not say until it is shown in the game. You are going to all love it, and it's something that none of you guys have ever seen in-game ever before. Ever, including the original game. Ever. This is brand new.
No, there's not.
And no, it's not the screen of black.
No, there's not going to be any gent in this stream. Go watch like Rob Scallon or something.
I don't know who that is, so I can't even tell if it's going to be appropriate or not.
That is appropriate. He plays guitar on YouTube.
Oh. Next week, us playing Guitar Hero.
No Guitar Hero.
Huh?
probably just gonna break.
Like, you getting game now?
Looks like it, yeah.
Oh, the volume's loud. Let me just set that down to like 5. There we go.
Yeah, everyone in the game's like, way too loud.
Truly a fate. Not too shabby.
Everyone in the chat, rather, like, way too loud.
In order to meet you.
I was just listening and I heard Guitar Hero.
It's time to
Why'd
About
you
Guitar-
join? Why'd you join for that?
as an exit.
Guitar Hero's a bad game. Get out of here.
John, you messed up the stream.
What? What'd I do?
Sit.
When you changed your, graphics setting. Yeah, it's all zoomed in. All we see is Johnny Depp's eyes.
Fixed it.
Hey, Muncher. I mean, Mustard.
What?
Yeah. How you doing this month?
Someone's like, ooh, like it. Zoomed in on Johnny Depp.
Hey, what's being hosted up right now?
Yes.
I like that loading screen. Good thing that's turned on, right?
Well, I don't know why. I don't know why that was turned on. It's ugly, and it should be turned off.
I think that was probably when we had the broken loading screen, and everybody.
Yeah, it was.
The loading screen is still broken.
No, not on the new one, but I mean on this one. Like.
No,
Alright, so are you guys ready to see this awesome new content?
It's gonna.
Hey, what is it?
It's Port Royal.
Oh, yeah, definitely gonna be Port Royal.
That's new.
I'm so
that is new content.
Wait, have you showed any gameplay yet? Oh,
Yes.
We showed gameplay of it, and now we're gonna show the new content that's not on the new game yet. So we're on the old.
Don't
game.
say names yet, we're gonna let it be a surprise.
Okay, so where am I supposed to go now? Do you want me to sail there, or what do you want me to do?
No, go to the map.
so this is the current game.
I need TP access.
You don't need TP access.
Oh, I don't?
Nope.
Where is it?
It will be
there we
near
go.
Padres.
Oh wait. I don't know what you're talking about. Never mind. I gotta think. I gotta watch actually.
Yeah, you know, by using your eyes to. One sec. Right
How
back.
much you want me to show of this, by the way?
You can walk around a little bit.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So its location is nowhere set in stone at all.
What am I
And
hearing?
you're gonna wait, Roke, is the forest back or did you take that out? Okay, the forest is there, good.
What are these ambient sound effects I'm hearing? Where are they coming from?
I think it's because you're close to the water.
But my game volume's not even up that high.
Oh.
Hold on a sec. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
those sound
guys,
effects-
ignore the time of day settings. It's set like that to give you guys, well, to give the developers an understanding of what the game will look like in a certain environment. So they're going to be going very, very fast.
The ambient sound effects are really loud. This is actually the first time. This is the first time.
Oh
I've
look,
seen
I'm
this.
back.
Oh wait, there's an echo. Oh, never mind, it's gone now.
Hey, this isn't
What was
nowhere
that, John?
done.
This is the first
Oh.
time that I've even seen this island, to be honest with you.
Don't go in the
Same.
cave. That's one spot. Don't go in the
I'm
cave.
not going in there.
So guys, give your ideas and thoughts as you see this in the chat.
Hey, what's up with the cave? What did I miss? Secretized?
I'm just gonna mute the game volume for a second.
I think there's a bug with the camera when you go down the hill.
Slightly, I believe.
But Jack, I think.
Just kind of
fixed it.
avoid going like straight down.
This is actually really nice, though. I've never been here before. This is cool.
Yeah.
I like this.
More like fix the rest of it up.
Mike, do you want me to show invasions?
If you want to, go to Port Royal.
I wonder
boy.
I wonder how many seconds per frame I'm gonna get.
Seconds per frame. Nice.
Oh wait.
Go to the left.
What is this
I'm
ship
looking at the
for?
delay
Why
though.
did you just put a prop ship there?
There is a lot more to it that I'm not going to talk about.
You're not even gonna tell. You're not even gonna tell me.
I will another time, like
Alright.
not during the stream.
Okay, sure. Oh, I don't have a. Oh, yeah, sorry, I don't have a ship. All right, teleport.
Wait, you're not going to go around to the other side of the island?
Oh, there's another. I gotta go back now.
Boy, walk around. This thing's huge.
I've had it, right?
Dude. This is. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go back there now. Will I be able to play the? Wait, what? Okay. So, this is. Where do I go now?
Are you back on the island?
Yeah, I'm on the dock.
Make a left, going all the way towards the shipwright.
Okay. The delay is really inconvenient, you know?
Mhm.
You know what's really weird now? It's been so long since I've played TLOPO, and I've noticed that between TLOPO and the new game that the GY scale is different. And it's so weird now, because now the GY looks small.
Yep.
Like, I'm not used to this game anymore.
Hey, you can change the GUI size actually.
I'm just saying that the default GY scale in TLOPO is tiny.
Oh yeah.
I could just walk through it.
Yeah, I haven't put up barriers for it yet.
We appreciate your music that you're playing while we're exploring this.
Yeah.
Why does it say Cuba Jail?
Say what?
It says Cuba Jail.
Yeah, it's got to be renamed.
Copy.
Yeah, oh, it's a good name.
Copy paste.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, this area is the least complete right here, so.
Oh, it still looks pretty good, honestly.
It's got good.
All right,
You like the sound of unraveling strings?
go make Paco power metal.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so from here, there's not too much to see. That's the general idea of what Escondida looks like. There are many more islands in production that are nowhere near as good looking as this one. But those will be waiting for another time.
We're gonna take a look at invasions now.
Oh boy.
So this is your first real look at Isla Escondida.
I'm gonna call it Isla Escondida, so I can,
Isla Escondida?
so I can not say it right. I'm not gonna say it right.
You know, there's going to be people out there who are going to constantly be calling it calling it that now.
Okay. I am all for that. All right. So what is the command again? Invasion.
I'm scared.
Yeah, but you want to go to Port Royal to do it.
Oh, jeez.
Did you not go? Oh, he did. Oh no.
Am I gonna regret this, or
Yes.
are the enemies really high level? Because I'm only level 1.
don't have a
They
level.
vary. The first ones are lower, but they don't really have a level. Oh yeah, you could also turn the volume back on, what they were saying.
Now I need to remember what the what is it? 13704. No, wait, it's 13703. Oh, cool, dude.
This probably has to be some of the worst code I've ever written in my life.
Alright, crashed.
You already
Yep.
crashed?
Yeah, it already crashed. Yeah, I died.
Yep, told
Alright, there's your invasions.
you.
Alright, guys, there's your
Yep.
invasions. Enjoy. We'll take a look at that maybe someday.
You should
Maybe someday. SpongeBob.
Like I said, it was the worst code I've written yet. So
Uh-oh. Alright, you guys saw
Oh, it crashed.
you guys saw the beginning of it.
Now on the stream where it died.
They saw the beginning of it though. That's good enough.
you wanna maybe patch that crash up and see how far you get next time?
Sure, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Because I think if I could be wrong, because I haven't touched invasions in a long time, but I'm pretty sure we got up until the final phase, and then everything just died.
No, you were able to actually complete the whole entire invasion.
Oh, really?
Sure, yeah, Jolly Roger appeared, and we just kind of walked. And yeah,
Oh,
they
well,
were
that's...
on QA, actually, and they were testing them for a little while.
Nice chords nice chords you're playing there, Rogue. Like ding.
I'll
Oh
check
yeah,
the
it's
Trello.
called thing.
Am I still on the Trello?
Carmel.
Yeah, there's Catnip saying that they finished the invasion. That was all good. So right now it's probably just to make it in the other game just worked really nicely and smooth.
The amount of bugs that I had going with invasions are pretty bad.
I would say they were written pretty good. I mean,
I didn't like
it
them.
was thorough.
Hey, rewrite that right now, Muncher.
I probably will, to be honest with you. I felt like I just hacked them together, though.
I'm just gonna patch this up in the worst way possible. This is probably not even gonna work. I don't think I'm doing it right.
Oh yeah, I meant to push the oh boy. This is gonna be a big commit.
What?
The PEP8 formatting.
Oh,
make sure that's on a separate branch. Please
I know.
make sure it's on a separate branch. Okay.
wait, what?
I didn't use any like third-party stuff though. I used PyCharms thing.
Okay.
Because I've used PyCharms a lot.
Making the code all PEP8 formatted.
I like Pepe. You like Sheriff Pepe from Toontown?
Knock it off. Go restring your banjo.
Yeah.
Do you own a banjo?
No, but
Do you
I
own
wanna
Do you
own
own
one.
Do you own a ukulele?
No, but I also want one of those too.
Okay. Do you own a bass?
Yeah, a
Okay.
Hofner.
Nice.
Yeah, Paul McCartney's. Yeah.
Nice.
I just like cut a string off and it just flung up and hit the ceiling. I don't know where it went.
It's like what happened to my Dave and Buster's guitar. I brought it and I tried to tune it, and then the strings just snapped. And I haven't played it since.
It's like you step on it in the middle of the night. It's worse than a Lego.
Yes, just tune it and snap the strings clean off.
Yeah.
My cat tried to eat the string.
Oh.
That's what topped it off.
That's good. Which side of the island am I supposed to be on? Doesn't matter.
For what?
For the invasion.
Where you were at.
Okay, well I gotta walk there now. Actually,
Hopefully this works.
the AI will probably crash before I get over there, but...
Tune in next week when the devs break more instruments. Yep.
Tune in next week where Rogue tunes his didgeridoo.
Oh, yeah.
mayonnaise
Yeah,
an
but
instrument?
It crashed again, so...
You can hear me tune my violin.
Did it actually?
Yeah, it's because I don't think I patched it right. I don't know. So...
Awesome. Awesome sauce.
John, check the chat really quickly.
You should
So, honestly, I don't think we're gonna be showing you guys invasions this tonight because they're kind of broken. They need a lot of work. So, at this point, I mean, we don't really have much else to show you guys because we kind of showed a lot of stuff already.
We can do a quick Q&A.
If you have any more questions, then we'll be focused on answering them here. But otherwise, I think in terms of content, we are done for this stream, and we have a lot of bugs to fix after this. So we actually kind of want to wrap this up within probably like the next 15 or so minutes, so that we can get to work on fixing all these crashes that we ran into, so that we can get the game out faster. So
I could also get that news post up as you're answering some questions.
Sure. Oh, actually, hold on a second. Oh, right. Rusty Fiddles wants to join in. We get Rusty Fiddles in here.
Oh, he could also answer some storyline questions if anyone has any questions about that.
Is it defect? Actually, he's just Jack, is he? I don't know which...
I can add him, I have him.
John, can you look at that pull request?
Yes.
And Mike.
Oh, he's not showing here. Yeah, I'll look at that. I don't see him on my list here.
I added him.
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
probably.
get a lot
that's
of
why.
lines.
Nice.
Pep008.
Yep.
So check
Hello.
out piratesonline.co very soon, and there'll be a blog post up there. I can't
Blog
talk.
coast.
A blog post, yes.
Yeah, a glug post.
Yes, because I can't talk.
Hold on a second.
Test.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, hey.
Hi, how are you?
Test completed.
How's it going?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Great. I was just watching this cool stream.
Oh, nice. I just heard a thump. I'll be right back.
Yes,
tonight.
this is such an amazing stream. Am I right? Like, yeah.
Stop that now.
One of the best streams ever. So much content.
The FPS was crazy.
There's your message there in the staff chat. I would like to contribute to the stream.
Yeah, I just
All
got home
caps.
and I figured it was over, but it's not.
Ooh.
I love this.
Where were you?
I was watching the Cavs game at our new house. We have a
Okay.
projector that comes down out of the ceiling. We were testing it out for the first time, so it's great.
Did the
That's
Cavs
cool.
win?
Did it what?
Did the Cavs win or no?
No, they lost by like 30 points.
Oh, that's what happens
that
when
an
you take
electric-
Kyrie and LeBron out.
Yo, Roke, check
Yeah.
check the staff check the chat over here.
Yeah. So, have you guys talked any about the storyline,
No.
or has that?
Nope. We've shown Escondida though.
Oh, sweet, nice.
I'm so good at this. Alright. Alright, muted. Actually, no.
Has Coat done any Patrick impressions?
I did one.
Ah, yes.
I did one. It was, kind of subtle, but I'll try to do more next week when I run over my hard drive.
Nice.
Well, anyway, if you have anything to talk about, you can talk about it now.
Oh boy. The storyline for The Legend of Pirates Online has a lot cooking. That's all I have prepared.
Oh, sweet. So what is it?
He was ready.
So you cooking like stew, or are you cooking like?
It's like a beefy broth.
That's sweet.
I don't know. Yeah, it's frothy.
That's awesome. Sounds good.
I don't know. We have a lot of stuff planned.
When will the bug be fixed when we pour it after getting loot? That bug's been long fixed. Well, not long fixed on the game that you're playing, but long fixed on the game we're working on. That bug's already been fixed, so yeah, that's all good. And it's for all of you guys in here, in case you're, confused. Since we've shown everything that we have to show, at this point we're just gonna be answering questions, because also, once we finish the stream, we're kind of gonna get working on the game again to fix the bugs you guys saw. So, since we want to be as productive as possible, we're gonna do that. And this actually looks pretty nice. This pull request here.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you test it?
Yeah.
That didn't sound very confident. Like, what do you want to hear the truth, or do you want to hear the answer you want to
I
hear?
just want to hear the answer I want to hear.
Yeah.
It's tested.
All right.
100%.
All right.
Ship it right to prod.
All right. I mean, to be honest, it's like. I
could test it.
I'll test it. It's fine. I'll test it. But
It should work.
so like I said, okay. So when will there be bounty hunters? Actually, we haven't even implemented those yet, have we? That's something that we have to implement.
Yeah,
Well,
soon TM.
Will materials and loot have a higher loot chance in Paco, or will it be just looting is still not nearly looting's still not complete yet. It's still being tweaked quite a bit to try to get it near Potco level. I don't think we'll ever get it like perfect, like 100%, but it definitely needs to be more improved than it is right now, because it's, it's kind of, the looting's kind of broken from what I've been told. So, will enemies be affected by status effects soon, like poison? I believe that's implemented into the new game. I have to confirm that.
Is combat lag fixed? I didn't really get to see much of the stream.
Yeah, combat lag.
Yes.
Is fixed. That's fixed.
Sweet.
In fact, FPS is consistent now, so there's not like any huge like lag spikes, and also what else? There's no memory leaks anymore, so
Nice.
The game runs at a
So I don't need to have
7500
12
megs.
gigs of RAM.
yeah.
No, only about one.
I've only, so far my computer's only, like, the game's only allocated like 500 megabytes, like, at most when I've been playing so far, so.
So can I ask you this? Does it top out, or does it keep growing exponentially like it was before?
It tops out at around 512 megabytes.
Okay.
At that point, it doesn't really, like, it'll go lower a little bit, and sometimes it'll go a little bit higher than that, but then it returns back around to that point. So, I think memory, like, management actually, like, works properly this time around.
Okay. Now, big question, because I'm a Mac user. Are the sound effect and music crashes fixed?
I can't answer
I don't
that.
know. That I'd be one to answer that. I don't know. I'm still working on the Near Eye distribution, which is the part that you guys download on your
Please,
side.
you haven't even gotten the game in general running on Mac yet. Why don't you work on that first?
Boy. All right, the Panda 3D you want me to use is awful with Mac. I'm working with it.
I built a version of it.
Yes, yours works there, but it doesn't work here. It's getting there.
It doesn't work in Okay, we're on stream.
We're working on Mac stuff. It's gonna get ready soon.
Okay, so anyway, do you guys
I have it open over here.
Do you guys have any questions? Any questions? Any more questions? We'll stay around for like 7 or so more minutes. Will the rep and sailing be fixed? I noticed TLOPO broadsides were OP and the rep stack was not working, and cannoneers only got like. I think some of that still needs to be fixed, actually.
So here's one for Jack. What is the purpose of the sea monster in Isla Escondida?
I'm sorry, are you asking me?
Yeah, that's something that someone asked, and that's one that you would be able to answer.
Is it?
I think so. You're a storyline guy.
Yeah, I am a storyline developer.
Alright, develop something right now.
Come up with something.
Did we even talk about the sea dragons?
Oh, so they have a name? They have a name.
We have dragons in the game. You've seen them in water. But what if they weren't only in the water? Think about that.
Does the ship still break when
Instead of
someone tries
fire
to
breathing, they're
repair?
water breathing.
No,
Yeah,
the
what
ship,
if they
basically
breathe
fish.
water all over your face?
the
Yep,
ship
they're essentially just a fish.
the ships don't break with ship repair anymore. Okay, and I'm gonna answer this question right here. Okay, so they were asking, we keep asking if the migration is starting now or if the game will come back up. I answered this at the beginning of the stream. I guess not. Like, okay, well, I'll answer it again. All right. So the game went down a couple hours ago, like 5 hours ago, and it's not coming back up until it has been migrated to the new game. So it's not going to be 3 months long, but it's probably going to be longer than like a day or two. So it'll probably.
I can give them a percentage right now of how much I've gotten done so far with the server.
You can sell them whatever. Well, tell them as much as you think that you can tell them without anybody else getting salty.
12%.
Well,
Wait, can we guess first?
Sure, you can guess.
Okay, everybody go around and give their guess. I'm gonna guess.
273%.
Oh,
That'd be done.
That's higher.
Yeah.
It would have been out already.
Yeah, that was like out, and then another version after
Fine.
that went out, and then like another one's in development after that version.
Negative 72%.
Okay,
That's a little bit more accurate.
All right, 12%.
Wow. Accurate.
Higher than
Is
12%.
that your guess? It's wow percent.
Yeah.
Wow percent, yes. W0W.
World of Warcraft percent.
Well, anyway, what's the percentage?
It's
Everybody
33% done. Actually, it's literally 33.33333.
So it's
Because it's 29 divided by 87, because there are 87 different tasks I have to do.
87 different tasks, like thumbtacks, or
tasks I have to do. There's like 40 different servers that are going to be running everything to bring you what you know as
right?
TLOPO.
Yeah. Okay.
And on the game you were playing earlier today, there were only like 20 servers. So we are literally doubling our server size. It's going to be 10 times
Oh yeah, we're
faster than
upgrading our
what it was
servers at the
before.
same time, so.
So literally everything is getting a massive upgrade, overhaul, whatever you want to call it. It's huge. It's
Okay,
huge.
I have an important question.
Okay.
Personally, I like the game the way it is right now.
No, you don't.
So, is there a chance
I
that
like it.
is there a chance that we could have legacy servers where the current version of the game runs?
Yeah.
So you basically want us to go to like a throwback lag Thursday?
Yeah.
So are you saying?
No.
So are you
We'll
saying?
we'll add a little button in game
No.
and you can click it and it'll just make your game slower. How's that for you?
What we'll do is we'll just
It'll double your RAM
We'll
usage.
just make a button that turns off memory management, so it'll just allocate RAM until you get a memory error. There you go. Oh, and then
Yep.
we'll also mess with the FPS so that you can only get like 20 seconds per frame, and then there you go. Play
Well, I mean, if you're looking for a legacy server, you could always just go to Retribution.
Please don't talk about that server. Don't talk about that. You're banned.
Banned.
You're banned. Okay.
I'm dead.
All right. So what else?
Flop
Do you guys
says, if
have
you
all
mention
the
that,
old
you get
unreleased weapon, other island character animation files from the original games? Yeah, we have all those. Whether they'll be implemented or not remains to be seen, but of course we have those files. A throwback to the old islands, please. Old islands, we're still trying to come up with a practical way to use those. I think Mike's was talking about like something. What were you talking about for the old islands? You had an idea or something. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, I couldn't hear the opening part because I'm looking at this post here. The old islands with PvP. So essentially, you'd be able to use them as a PvP arena. That's my idea. This way, we can bring them back, and they'd almost be like a tourist attraction almost, where you could use it as a PvP arena.
All right. So someone asked if we will add back discontinued clothing and weapons, probably in the future.
Yeah, I think we would.
Probably
Old bodies, I'm pretty sure, are coming back.
Yeah,
That's up for discussion.
They'll come back.
Yeah. Someone was saying that it actually did cause problems with animations, but it's not like it's bad enough, in my opinion, to keep them out, so.
Oh no, I'll see what Jack has to say about that. Alright, so can you guys add coats and hats back to the tutorial? They were in the tutorial? I don't know, that must have been like old Paco or something.
Oh yeah, there were codes too.
Yeah, they used to have them.
Yeah, John was in the tutorial.
So, are those going to be added back, or?
We could.
We'll figure that out eventually. We're just trying to get the carbon copy game out at the moment. So, old bodies, yeah, we're going to put those back in. Like I said, we're concerned on getting the carbon copy game stable. Then we'll add back all the TLOPO stuff, and then after that, we'll worry about adding content that's not in TLOPO yet. Some stuff, although, is already added, but it still needs some work. So basically, what you can be assured of is that you're going to get a carbon copy of Paco with some of the TLOPO stuff added back that's stable. From there, we'll add back more TLOPO stuff, or the TLOPO stuff will probably be added before it's even released, but basically, initially what you can expect when the game comes back is a more stable game, and then after that we'll add all what you guys suggest. But in terms of like new content or adding back old content at the moment, it's all it's all in consideration, but not priority at the moment because we have to get this game out first. I'm sure you guys can understand that, but either way, I feel like it'll be a huge benefit because while you're waiting for that new content, at least you'll have a stable game. So it's a win-win, you know. At least that's how I see it.
I agree with that.
So is it a guaranteed 2 weeks? I mean, at least.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, if everything goes the way we want it to, which it never does, then yes. But you know, we could be lucky this time around. Who knows? Cross your fingers, something like that. I don't know.
Yo, Jack, check Slack.
Soon TM and all that great stuff. Can you please clarify when you expect the game to be back up and running? I guess the problem is that people are going to keep asking, like, when we expect the game to be back up, and if we can provide a date. And then when we don't provide a date, or if we don't meet the deadline, then they'll get mad at us. That's why we don't like providing dates, because if we don't meet the deadline, then people get salty. I'm just gonna say it, they get salty. But if we don't give a date, then they get salty that we don't give a date. So either way, we're gonna lose. Like, we're gonna lose out if we give a date, because it could work or it could not. So the problem is, I'm just gonna say, it's not gonna take 3 months, but it will take some time if you want to keep your pirates preserved. And for the people who don't care about their pirates, well, most people do, so you kind of have to...
Yeah, my pirate's a level 6, so I don't care if we start over again.
Well...
No, we're not going to start over again. That's something that's going to be just like, no, we need to make it so they don't.
Well, think about it like this. I mean, there is always that small percentage that there always is that small percentage that the database can be migrated without issues. And if that's the case, then all you have to do is just give people a bunch of EXP boosts until they can get back up to their level. Or something like that, I don't know. But
that'd be abused heavily. Somebody like, I was level 50.
We're kind of going...
I want my 50 level back.
We're just really hoping right now that it's going to work out, so...
Oh, shoot, I shouldn't have said that I was level 6. I was level 52.
No, you weren't.
You're level 52?
No, you weren't. I think...
5'2"?
No.
Are you kidding me, man?
No, he was level 75.
Oh man, don't be giving our next level cap.
Level 137.
Or wait, is that a level cap? Who knows?
No, 137 is the last from Toontown.
137.
That's from Toontown. Knock it
I
off.
caught it.
I forgot. Mike's only like some.
So I think in TTR it's like 134 right now.
I bet Mike only has like 40 laugh on TTR.
I actually have an 85 laugh tune.
Well, I have a 112 laugh, so.
Well, good for you. You know life TTR for a little while.
Okay.
Hey, what's your level on Toontown Offline, John? What's your level on Toontown Offline?
0.
0?
Yeah. 0.
You don't max your tune?
Well, no, because if I just start with a regular tune, I'd be 15, but I'm 0.
You don't play anymore?
I go into the database and I set my max laugh to 0.
That must be fun.
Yeah. You guys need to fix looting really bad.
I agree.
I hate answering these questions like several times. I've already answered that like 3 times.
Well, then don't answer it. We'll have an FAQ. Or will we? No, that's not in the post. Never mind.
Double EXP events.
It's going to be coming up after it.
Yeah, double XP events will probably come back.
We should do that.
Can you guys make teleportation available to bosses? If that's a feature, then yeah, we can add that back. When will the loading screen bug be fixed because the loading screen freezes and I can't even play?
That's already fixed, I'm pretty sure.
That's already fixed. Not on the public game, but it's fixed on the new game, so. Okay. Roke can play more Break the String and Fling It at the Ceiling songs if he wants to. I want to know about the GM roleplay events. I can't talk about those.
Those haven't really been talked. Like, we don't have any.
I can talk about those.
No, you can't.
We have not discussed. We have not discussed this, but I would love to at some point start doing stuff like that, like more community outreach. Well, in-game GM hosted events.
Yeah.
Kind of lore specific. But the biggest reason that I think we've been I haven't really brought it up and we haven't really talked about it is because the game isn't really stable enough to do stuff like that right now. But hopefully after this update it will be, and then having so many people in one area will be more possible, you know?
Okay. When will enemy AI
I heavily think that's possible right now with this new update.
Enemy AI is going to be something that's really focused on because it needs a lot of work, and as you could tell by my flagship adventure like an hour ago, so... When will invasions be a thing again? When we rewrite them, because as you saw like 10 minutes ago, they don't work, so... when in a group, not everyone can get loot. Will that be fixed? Yes, if it's a bug, it'll be fixed. What is the drop rate on keys? I have no idea.
Nor will that ever be announced because we do not talk about drop rates publicly.
How about when will John wrote guitar solos be implemented? I'll get to work on adding that like after the stream immediately. We'll do that. We'll add those to TLOPO. You just have guitar solos in TLOPO. We'll do that. No gent though. That's not allowed.
There's one thing I want to add really quickly.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
regarding the keys, how you can loot keys, and how you could also be able to dig keys, specifically digging keys. We know that people go on the game and just sit there with an automated character, just sitting there digging and digging and digging and digging. We're not stupid. We realize that people do this. We already have things implemented in the game before that feature was even released that makes that impossible. You can sit there digging and digging and digging for days on end. If you're using a script, the game will realize it, and you will not get a key. It will actually tell the game to never give you a key.
All right. When will boarding ships be added? I demonstrated. If you're talking about flagships, I demonstrated those. I mean, they still have some problems, but they're not nearly as broken as they are on the old game. So they'll probably be around when the update comes out. I'm not going to guarantee that though, but possibly. I mean, they're pretty functional. Question: since I missed most of the stream, when the game comes back up, is it going to be open or will we still have playtimes? There'll still be playtimes for a while, probably. I'm not sure what the entire plan for that is. I'm going to answer this question too. When will enemies be affected by status effects like poison, voodoo curse? I still have to do more testing for that. I started, looking into that like recently, and then I got caught up in other stuff. But I haven't looked into the difficulty of it yet, but it's definitely something that needs to be added. So it'll probably end up being a priority.
Someone asked a question about the Kraken. Do you have anything on that, Jack?
The Kraken is not in game at present.
You may have mentioned this already, I don't know, but when will enemies stop dropping through floors and going through walls? When is... Okay,
that's a good question.
That's not on the new game, I'll tell you that. It might have been on the old game, but that's been fixed, so you can be assured that that's not a thing anymore. I've tested it. I tested as many scenarios as I can think of. Okay.
Hey,
I have a question.
So you guys have a good rest of your day.
Can you create a place to allow players to send in ideas for new content? We'll figure that out. It's actually a good idea, but I don't know what system that would be.
Bye, Roke.
Bye, Roke.
See you guys.
So
See ya.
SVS and ship customization will be added in the update. Probably definitely ship customization. SVS probably because it seems to work fine. Is the update going to be more than like 2 days or so? Yeah, probably. What is it? Invasions, yeah, they need to be rewritten. If it's 2 weeks, I'm probably
Doing that right now.
If it's 2 weeks, I'm probably gonna stop playing because I'll forget about it. That's unfortunate, but I mean, we kind of want to have a functional game here. Maybe.
Hey, I have something to say about that. So, if you're planning on avoiding the site in the forums and stuff, because the game's going to be going down for an update for an extended period of time, I would recommend not doing that because there will be blog posts coming out, and they will be developing the storyline further and also hinting at further things, including puzzles and stuff like that. So keep an eye on it and try to keep track of it because some of the upcoming news posts will be very important to both the game and stuff outside of the game too. So keep an eye on that.
Sweet. Okay.
That was it.
Okay, so what will you make the keys programmable in settings? I want to do that. Probably do that eventually. Because it's not difficult to do something like that, but it's not really a priority either. The gun move dodge was broken in Pocket. Do you guys think you'll be able to fix it even though Disney never could? I never looked into it, but probably might be able to. Will you guys be adding a color wheel because we all love the color glitch and didn't want it to leave? What? I'm not even sure what he's trying to ask.
So the color wheel was like a little option where you could be able to kind of choose your own color for something on a lot of other clothing. So that may make a comeback, but we don't know. Was that
in the game? I don't remember that in TLOPO. Or in Paco.
It wasn't in TLOPO, but...
Is Venom Shot fixed for guns? I'm not sure. I don't think it is, but it'll be fixed. Isn't there a way to leave the current game up until you fix the bugs? No, because we're pretty much redoing the entire server infrastructure, and that will require taking the original game down. There was literally no possible way we could leave the old game up because we're changing so much stuff.
I could run it on my computer.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay,
Probably 6 people could connect to it before.
Will the 93% storyline glitch be fixed? I believe it already has been. We'll see. I'm actually not sure. We'll figure that out, actually. I should probably do some testing for that. Will you guys be adding a color wheel? I already answered that. is the crashing fixed in the new game? Most crashes are fixed. There's still some crashes that we're going to have to work on fixing after the stream. I take a note of all of them, so we're going to work on fixing those. Add a tailor option so we can get some decent clothes. Possibly? It could be a possibility. PvP and SVS ranks, I believe. Are you asking if those are already implemented? Because I believe they are. Will you use something other than Caesar Cipher? Possible. I don't know. I don't write storyline. What is old
Yeah,
game?
we won't use the same cipher twice.
What is old game and new game? You keep mentioning. I'm confused. Okay, so the old game is the game that you guys were playing until it closed down like 5 hours ago, and the new game is the game that I was showing on stream up until I showed the new island and tried to show invasion. So everything before that was on the new game, which is more stable, more enjoyable, more playable. Overall, just better. Talk about bounty hunters or treasure fleets. I talked about bounty hunters before, of how they're not implemented yet and how they still need to be. That's just something that we haven't added at all yet. And treasure fleets, I'm pretty sure the same thing applies. Okay, so will the game be down for 2 weeks, 3 months for this update? Will the game be up and the update implemented? The game will be down. It's not going to be down for 3 months. Don't worry about that. It's probably not even going to be down for an entire month. The game is currently,
It's probably not even going to be down for more than 2 weeks, but we don't know.
the game is going down because, like I said, we're pretty much upgrading the entire server infrastructure, and it would be impossible to leave the current game up even if we wanted to, which we kind of don't want to. So I'm going to be honest about that. Okay, so are you currently working on making the enemy ships and land enemies respond as they did in the original Paco? Land enemies are actually getting pretty close to that. Enemy ships, not really, but land enemies are actually getting there. They're a lot more responsive than they are in TLOPO, that's for sure. So land enemies are making progress. They're actually kind of like enemies now, but enemy ships have a lot to go before they're, you know. Have guns been fixed where they still do damage out of range of a target? Actually, guns need a bit of work right now. They're not fully functional. That's why I didn't show them, because they're kind of broken right now. I gotta fix those too. If we are too stupid for the ARGs, will we miss out? No, you won't. At least I don't think you will. Hopefully not. There's always people that solve them anyway and then like post them anyway. So you probably have someone that will.
Yeah, you'll end up getting the result, but it might take a little bit longer this time.
Will you be implementing a trading feature between pirates? Undecided, but very unlikely. Will dealer shirts make a comeback? Probably. I mean, if there was like old Paco content, I don't see why it couldn't come back unless there's a reason why it was removed. Will the crash? Wait. Will you guys be adding in pets? Yes. Grenade animations, will they be fixed? Yes, probably.
We're adding pets?
What?
We're adding pets?
Well, Paco had
It was already in the game. It was a potion summon.
Oh, okay.
There's so many questions that I can't keep up. Will you guys be adding new characters, enemies from the newer movies? Possibly. That'd fall under new content, which isn't really... Well, actually, never mind. We are working on new content. I don't know about new enemies. I mean, it's possible. It'd probably be a bit of work, but we could do that. I'm not going to guarantee anything, though, so don't take my word for it. But everything's always a possibility unless we say it's not. New weapons, probably. That'd probably be, you know, more attainable than new enemies. Will you guys add stubble beards to the game? Would that be completely new? I have no idea. If it is, then it could be considered. New characters equals new models, animations, rigging. Yeah. Will there be any new ships? There could be. You know, that actually seems like a good idea. Tattoos, piercings fixed. Yep, those are fixed. I tested those and those are fixed. Are you planning on optimizing the launcher for 4K resolution? You know, if I had a 4K monitor, you know, then I would actually, you know, really like to do that. But I don't know anybody on this team who even has a 4K monitor. I mean, Mike has a high resolution on his MacBook, but he's not running Windows on it. And I don't know.
Nor am I ever. Sorry.
I hate you all. Okay, you should add eye patches. You know, yeah, why isn't there eye patches in this game? It's a pirate game.
I have an explanation for this. So one of the tips that loads on the loading screen says not to wear 2 eye patches when you play because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So we're afraid if we add eye patches, people will use 2 of them and then they won't be able to
Will the
see.
sound glitch that crashes the game be fixed? Are you talking about the Mac issue?
They're real creative, man.
Are you talking about the Mac issue? Because if you are, I can't guarantee it, but I hope so. I don't know. I don't use Mac, and nor will I ever. Okay, so can you guys guarantee that you have the necessary funding for the game to last? I mean, you know,
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna say
We don't talk money, but we'll just say yes.
I'm gonna say yes, and I don't talk finance, and no, we can't take donations, and nor will we ever will because that's not legal. And if projects that use Disney assets take donations, then they're doing it illegally. So, you know.
I'll put this out there. I have a steady job. If anything ever came down to it where I had to pay for everything specifically, I would.
Yeah,
Right now, everyone just kind of puts a little bit in. But, yeah. So, if I had to, I would pay for all of the servers entirely.
Will crew percentages be fixed? I think they are.
Those are fixed.
I think they are. Yeah, I thought they were. Yeah, I know some of you have to have Macs. I'm not against using.
That is a privilege.
Like I said, I'm not really against Macs. I just won't use them. But what I'm saying is we have Mac developers that deal with Mac, and then we have Windows developers who deal with Windows. So they're completely separate. And since I don't work with Macs, I can't guarantee anything for myself. We have to wait on the Mac developers for that. My current hardware can't play the game. I need to get a key from my brother. I'm hoping to get Well, wait, what do you mean your current hardware can't play the game? Is it because, like, just the... Do you have, like, a toaster? Or what do you got? Like... Well,
hey, don't feel bad, man. My computer has 12 gigs of RAM, and I can barely play this game right now.
That is true. That is a very... Yes. When will enemies be affected by status effects like poison and voodoo curse? I thought that was implemented. Not in the current game, but I thought that was implemented in the new game. It probably is. I gotta check. You guys are asking really good questions, because some of the stuff I need to think about. Will chat be updated based on age? I have no idea, actually. I don't know anything about chat. Could joke weapons be a thing? Example, wooden sword. Yeah, I think that'd be nice. I think I'd like a, wooden sword.
April Fools.
That's pretty good. Hey, what about the Linux developers? Yeah, all one of them. Okay, so...
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah, will I be able to run this on Ubuntu?
Actually, yeah, you can.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Oh my god. Why?
Because Linux support was added before Windows support was. Because the lead developer uses Ubuntu. So there you go. You can run this on Linux.
Linux support confirmed.
Mm-hmm. Did you fix the glitch where when you drank a tonic and used your weapon, the bottle would stay in your hand? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is.
Will we get voice chat perhaps for crew?
No.
No.
Oh boy.
No.
Can I run this game on a toaster? Not the current game, but the new game. Yeah, you probably will. Can I run the game?
Yes.
Can I run the game using Chrome OS? Can you throw that computer in the dumpster? Okay, so will you add a new class of shit?
No, you cannot use it on Chrome OS, and don't take John being serious there. He just despises anything
Chrome
except for
OS.
Windows.
Actually, no, that is not true. I like good operating systems. Can I run this using Windows 2005? What would Windows 2005 be? Because, I mean...
Probably XP Service Pack 2 or whatever they had.
XP came out in 2003.
No,
Like, whatever the service pack is.
Oh, that's true, but I mean, you can't run... I mean, TLOPO runs on Windows 7 and newer. It doesn't run on Vista and older.
Yeah, because Vista is pretty bad.
Weren't you running Vista up until 2 years ago?
No. My dad was running Windows Vista
yeah,
until...
that's what I was talking about on that computer, didn't you? And then you upgraded.
No, I didn't. I would just never use it. My dad was using Windows Vista up until a little while, but then...
Dad sounds like a patriot.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say what he was doing on his computer, but he ended up obtaining a lot of very bad viruses.
Would you guys add in a special kind of inventory for weapons that you switched to?
Sorry.
You switched to based
So
on
he obtained... What was that?
I'm going to copy that and put it in a notepad so I can actually interpret it properly later.
So... I'm not saying what he was doing, but he ended up getting a lot of very bad viruses, and none of the virus software I was going to put on his computer supported Windows Vista.
He was trying to hack into the FBI.
Oh,
Are
definitely.
you guys going to be interested in texture rehaul for HD like TTR is doing? I know Bart Gunshaw is experimenting with new textures, high res. Okay, so I mean
We should do that.
that's actually a good idea, but there's a lot of textures and it would probably take a lot of time to do so. But it definitely is.
That's why TTR has been working on it for 4
It
years.
definitely is an idea, and also, by the way, I mean, we are still planning on adding content pack support. So if
That
any,
actually is native to Near.
so if any of you guys want to make some content packs, it'll
I
be.
can't wait to make my Mike Was content pack. Every
Oh,
texture is
yes.
like
Every
Yes.
texture be my face. Wow.
That's a good
Meme.
texture pack.
At least use a good photo, not the one everyone always
Did
uses
you
to
fix
meme.
the glitch where the game crashes when logging in? Yeah, I hated that glitch, dude. But we fixed that.
Oh, by the way, there's something really good coming to Mac soon that I'm really excited
No
for
one
that I
cares
want to
about
let
that.
all of you guys know.
Oh, what is it?
Hey, I care.
I'm
All
actually
right.
interested. What is it?
All right, we are adding Touch ID support to The Legend of Pirates Online.
That's actually pretty nice, actually.
So so we don't have your fingerprint, obviously, and we will never have your fingerprint. But with Apple's latest changes, we now have the ability to use the Touch ID API and make it so it'll associate your fingerprint with a password for Legend of Pirates Online that's stored on your computer, and the launcher would just kind of autofill your password for you. So seriously, you could use your fingerprint to log into the Caribbean, which in my mind is just amazing.
Dude, I like that idea. The John Boat content pack.
So we don't know how we're going to do it on legacy Macs that don't have it. We might just not add the support for it at all. But for the newer Macs that have Touch ID support, in the future, you will be able to use your fingerprint to log into the game. That is coming soon. The main reason why it's not here yet is because our lead Mac's launcher developer does not have a MacBook with the Touch ID support.
I mean, that's actually a pretty nice idea. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Yeah, you like it.
Yeah. All right. My current hardware.
That's the same
I
question.
have a dual-core Celeron processor for it. You should be able to run the game. Well, maybe not the current game because it'll eat all your RAM in 5 seconds, but on the new game, yeah, you'll be able to. Just a heads up for any stream mods, the chatbot is a bit funky. It deleted one of my previous messages.
No, that it wasn't approved.
Oh, okay. Will the remove sailing affect the unfurling one when you put your ship forward? Oh, was that removed from Paco?
What is it?
I don't know. He's saying something. It's like a sailing effect. The unfurling one. I don't know, honestly. I want to.
Oh, when you put your.
Are you talking about leadership?
No.
Does TLOPO run on Windows 98? Unfortunately, no.
Unfortunately.
I really wish it did though because
I mean, we honestly could add support for it, but
No.
according to our website, that's only 0.0005% of our player base,
Please.
so it's not really worth it.
Yes. My Mac has a CD slot rip. Yeah, I honestly prefer to put floppy disks in the CD-ROM drive. Okay.
Oh yes,
Put toast
install
in
Legend
there.
of Pirates Online onto a floppy disk.
Okay.
Floppy disk.
New ship class.
Dish.
Well, what do you guys suggest for ship classes? I mean,
Ship of the line.
no. Will Paco
Ship
run
of
on
the
Windows
line.
1862?
No.
Is that like a build version? I think that's like a build version or something. Actually, I don't even know because Windows is up to version 1607, so I have no idea.
Wasn't Lincoln president
future
at
build.
that time? 1862.
Huh?
Did someone say Windows 1862?
Yeah,
Wasn't Lincoln even president at that time?
I don't
Like,
know. Is
yeah.
Windows 8.1 having problems running TLOPO? It shouldn't. I mean, it should run on 7 through 10, including Windows Server 2008 R2 if you guys have that.
I wonder what the stats on that are.
I'm not sure.
what?
I'm gonna try to run this on a potato. Get myself a baked potato. That's a good way to.
Oh
make it.
yeah.
I mean, if
Like,
you're,
I wonder what the graphics processing is on that.
you know,
Like,
that's actually
take
really
a
like
baked
a genius idea though, because if you're like a college student and you have a potato and a laptop, well then you just put the potato on the laptop and run TLOPO. You know, college students don't have a lot of money, so they can't really, like afford like a stove. So
I can
making
barely
the
afford a
game to the
potato.
work- to the name Couch Potato, so like, gotta sit on the couch and play the game with your potato.
Can we add Mike Wazowski as? No, we cannot.
No, we're not adding Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. We're not adding.
watching.
Always watching you, Mike
Yeah, Lincoln was the president during 1862.
I'm glad we confirmed that.
So this
Wow, I actually knew that. I suck at history. Except for political history, I'm really good with that subject.
I get like 6 FPS because of my Celeron process. Dude, that's rough. That is really rough. Like a legendary class of ship, one that costs 200k or something like that. I mean, if you have like money to burn, sure.
I have a question for the chat.
No.
Are you guys excited for the new movie? Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see the trailer that came out? What was it, yesterday or the day
Yes.
It
before?
was like 2
Oh, it
days
was
ago.
insane.
Yeah, I haven't watched it because.
It's so good.
Can we get more inventory space?
I
on
once
more pages
I once
with-
knew a Spaniard named something in Spanish. I don't
Does
know.
that seem like a
Captain Salazar.
Does that seem like a good idea to add more like inventory space, or is it necessary, or maybe something to consider at least? Is the gold cap going to increase? I don't know actually. Commodore 64 support. No, we should support it for the Apple II. Will people from North Korea be able to play this game if they use a VPN? You mean like the one person who has internet access? Sure, probably.
Yes.
Except
You
they
mean
use,
Kim Jong Un.
except they use Red Star OS. They don't even use Windows, and we don't support that. So
Maybe
I
we
mean,
should.
considering the Red Star OS is basically a stolen version of Mac OS, why not? It's probably gonna work.
it's Linux with a Mac theme.
Is it? Well,
Yeah.
we have Linux support now.
It's Linux with a Mac theme. I think it's based off of a really old version, like of the Linux kernel. So I don't even know if it would be supported.
Who knows? Maybe.
People
I
really
don't know.
like
Kim Jong Un to sit over there in North Korea playing TLOPO.
people really like the idea of
Man.
adding more inventory space. So I think that might be something to consider. If
It's just about a matter of how. Maybe put, like tabs or something in there.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
they're saying.
that'd be nice.
Have like tabs. I wish for dreadlocks and Telepo.
I have like 12 rusty cutlasses. I don't know what to do with them.
I mean, you're Rusty
more,
Fiddles.
more like
Like it's in
belongs
your
in
name.
the
You don't know
That's why I
what to do
keep
with
them.
them.
That's what I keep them.
Again, can we get the login and password saved at login on the launcher? On the Windows launcher, at least, I think
Login save, not the password.
username saving is being added, but not password saving because that's just not secure. That would require having the password saved locally, which is a huge security risk. So we're not going to do that, but we'll do
Yeah.
login saving.
I think that's being added as well for the
It's already in
Mac
the
launcher.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say it's already.
I
in
think
the
we should save passwords locally as plain text.
Yeah.
Sound familiar?
Yes. Good idea.
I can make a really good joke right now, but I'm not because I've made like 2 other ones already this stream, so no.
What's your favorite thing that you add to TLOPO that we have seen? I honestly would like the idea of flagships more if they worked properly. Like if the enemies actually just didn't stand in one spot. But until they actually
Should have played Potco. It was great.
knock it off. I was Toontown player. Okay.
Yeah, I know. They didn't have flagships in Toontown though, did
Oh, we
they?
could add those, yeah. I'll put in Toontown offline, we'll consider it. Okay, so will new style ships be implemented? Example, Sao Fang ship from World's End. I mean, that would be like a lot of work to model something like that, but if it ever happened, then we would add them. Probably. I don't know. Probably costs a lot. Actually, no, that would be like an enemy ship, would it? Can you make it so when porting after looting on a ship, you can see all the items you received on one page instead of only being able to see a portion of the items you got? Impossible, not accepting a good item.
Yes.
Is that a bug or is that like...
It was a bug, yeah.
Okay.
That will be added,
We'll
definitely.
fix
It's fixed, I think, actually, even in the new update here.
Can you add a
Yeah, that's going to get
Can
fixed.
you add a mini game kind of like Assassin's Creed Black Flag where you get a fleet of ships and do missions to get gold? I would need more information on like what you exactly are looking for, but that would fall under new content that would probably be large project. So okay.
Let's see. What is the easiest thing for new content to make? Probably music. Music, I think, would be the easiest.
Will clothing and hair have gravity and wind physics? Well, that'd be a bit of work, but we could maybe do that eventually. I don't know. I think the engine allows it.
This game
Yeah.
was made in 2007. What are
Question.
you expecting? Oh my
Question,
god.
What is the old game and what is the new game? Just joined in and heard something about it. So the old game is the game that you guys are playing until it's shut down. And then the new game is the one that we showed on stream earlier, with the exception of the new island and invasions, which we tried to show. Everything else was part of the new game, which is a lot better of a playing experience, a lot more stable, just a lot better overall. So that's the new game, and can we add the program?
It's the amazing one.
I was told I had to keep the old alpha version when we went beta. No, you don't. You could just reinstall the game. It doesn't matter. Can we have a save username and password checkmark box? No. Save username, yes. Save password, no. It's a security flaw. Will this update fix the loss of rep and weapons bug? Yes, that's been fixed. Can we get new hair colors and hairstyles? Yeah, probably. Could you make it so we could sell or buy ship materials for high costs? Maybe. I'm probably not one to make that decision because I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Can you add cars to the game? What kind of pirate drives a car? Oh, just kidding.
What kind of furry drives a car?
I'm not one of those either, so I can't answer that. Just kidding. But
What kind of what?
What about horse carriage? That would make sense. Can you add the ability to shoot the NPCs on the decks of the flagships like it was in Paco Beta? But isn't that against the code to be able to do that though? Oh, never mind. He's talking about like it was very
Canon.
thrilling to talk to a dock worker and have your ship appear and you just grapple onto your ship. I think there's a reason.
Oh, that was from beta.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Oh, that's been talked about, but at
Yeah,
the
we've
same
mentioned
time,
that.
it's so difficult to add something like that because the reason why it was taken out was because people couldn't really figure out how to play it. So it may be risking usability by the players. That's the reason why it was taken out.
Can we
While it look cool, yes, but it's harder to use, and we have to appeal to all players.
maybe a corn on the cob shirt? What?
Was that a corn on the cob shirt? What?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Can you guys?
I saw one of those earlier. Someone posted it somewhere.
Does the game still crash when I try and enter a new area? I've
No.
never had an issue with that, so I'm gonna say it's fixed probably. Stream is ending with the Q&A. You might have missed gameplay. What kind of combat do you guys want to see? I don't know what I want
Will there
to
be
see.
snowballs in TLOPO? Wow, that's a stupid question.
Can we get rid of the?
That's a
From
great
catnip.
question.
Can we get
From
rid of that
Catnip.
code
That's
that
all
prevents?
right. For anyone who actually has that reference, that was because Catnip, who was in a Skype call during a stream a real long time ago, made a commentary about a question from one of our QA testers who's now with us and is a great person named John McBadden. So a huge shout out to him. But she saw him ask a question, and she read it like, "Wow, that's a stupid question," and it went on stream.
Can we get rid of that code that just prevents us from shooting humans? I'm pretty sure there's a reason why you can't shoot humans.
It's because of the rating of the game.
Disney games are not really intended for you to go around shooting actual people. So, can we add custom guild ranks, guild-based instances to purchases? There were planned guild overhauls, but they're not, really, that's like planned for later on if it happens. It would be cool to see enemies actually shooting the cannons on AI ships. Will that be implemented? Maybe? Probably not. We used to grape shot the deck workers when all the crew members.
It's probably already been asked, but I wasn't here. Will player-to-player teleportation be in?
It's already
Yes,
implemented.
it's already added.
It works perfectly.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it works beautifully.
We're lying to
Oh, that is so great. You would. You troll the troll. That's how it works.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
that's actually a good point. Disney logic: slicing a human up with a sword is okay, but not shooting them. Well, it's kind
Well,
It's because of gun
It's how-
violence.
of yeah.
yeah, they wanted to make it E10 plus, and apparently ESRB rating. If you're not killing someone who's alive, it's okay.
So
With a
like,
gun,
know.
I think it's just because of the increased gun sensitivity. Honestly,
I
like it's less present in our culture with swords and other stuff, and voodoo
I
staffs.
mean,
You
do
know,
you see people running around with cutlasses? Like,
I mean, even nowadays with other issues, I mean, that's why the NRA is such a huge thing. So
yeah.
there's
it's to try to not offend people,
so there's
essentially.
probably not going to be the ability to shoot other pirates, just because that's kind of. I don't know if you want to really. I don't know if we really want to move away from Disney that much to where it would allow something like that. It's also the reason.
No.
It's also the reason why we still moderate chat, which is a controversial thing, but I'm not getting into that. We are moderating chat. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. There should be
And
no
we-
moderation.
We do ghost. That is something that I will say. We do ghost. We have the ability to go in the game and make ourselves hidden and be able to stand around with nobody knowing we are there. So even if you don't see somebody next to you, it doesn't mean there's not a moderator standing right next to you. We have the ability to do that. Disney had the ability to do that, and they did do that. Same thing on Toontown. TTR ghosts. Toontown Online ghosted. Legend of Pirates Online ghosted, and well, we still ghost. And Pirates
And
of
Pirates
Caribbean
Online
ghosted.
Retribution ghosts.
I don't know if they ghost. I don't know if they have even a working moderation system. I don't keep up with them.
Would you guys be open to adding new types of ships in the future? Definitely. It would take a lot of work, but adding a new ship would probably be, something fun.
Ship of the line.
Yeah, I was about to say, some of Disney's ships are already there. I mean, they had the ship of the line working. So we could get that fixed up and release it somehow, eventually. But that's kind of like an OP ship, so we have to balance the game mechanics.
Ship of the line. It was the coolest ship, though.
Wow, we still have 240 people in this stream.
Can
The highest we had was like 530.
Wait, hold on. My wishes are increased inventory and increased note levels in player trading. Player trading is... I'm not sure about player trading, honestly. I'm not sure if I have a good idea about player trading, but, increased inventory would be fine. That'd be... that wouldn't be even difficult to add. Will you guys allow us to block people from teleporting to us? Yes, we're gonna add that. I'm not sure why it wasn't in Podco when it was in Toontown, but we're gonna add that.
Doesn't that happen with the ignore feature?
No, they can still teleport.
Oh.
Okay. We're also gonna add an option where you can disable friend requests if you don't want them.
Yes, please do that.
Thank you, Toontown.
How to stop people from teleporting to you? Unfriend them. Well, they can still click go to. I mean.
Can they?
Yeah. Will there be a boot option on ships? I don't know. Not at the moment. People have been talking about that on the forums, and I've been reading it, and I'm not sure if we're gonna add that or not. I still don't know. I mean, that's undecided. I'm just gonna say it's undecided. Is there a reason?
I feel like we'd get moderation requests. Like somebody like, I got kicked off a ship. There was a lot of loot there. Come on.
Okay, so people are asking, is there a reason why the game renders other islands, player ships, and AI ships on the... Well, rendering ships on the island's a bug, and rendering other islands, that's not an issue. You're meant to see the other islands. Like, it's not loading the full island. It's just loading the the version that you're supposed to be able to see. So, are old glitches like the ones to skip loading times in caves by going into the map still in? If they're not fixed, is it a ban? Most glitches aren't bannable offenses. I honestly think it's kind of low to ban someone for doing a glitch. I mean, Disney didn't do it. So.
It depends on what glitch it is. If it's a glitch that crashes the whole server,
if it crashes the server, but if it's like like a walk,
they're doing it purposely.
If it lets you if it's just a glitch that lets you go get onto the world or something, I don't see the reason.
Or if you're pushing through a collision or something, it's.
Can they make it so? Can they make it so that if someone else wants to use their ship, they need your permission? That's not a bad idea, but the problem is what if you crash and someone else wants to use the ship, but then you have the permission thing in place, and then they can't get the permission, so then they're stuck there. It's well, they could teleport off, but you gotta find ways around all those issues. So if you guys make an island, can that island be an open PvP island for fun? There are ideas of recirculating the old islands for something like that. Possibly. Still trying to think.
I think we talked about maybe instancing them and having some sort of way to do it jumping back in time.
Jumping behind the bar glitch. Are you asking if that still works? Yeah, because it works. Are you going to get banned for it? No. Is the glitch like glitching through Fort Dundee on Padres to get to Dark Heart a bad thing? I mean,
honestly, we're going to probably end up patching those. Sorry, but...
Will more emotes be animated, such as Bow? I mean, that would require new animations, but maybe. Can you allow lower level enemies to drop loot? Like, they hardly drop loot, and that's just hard for high levels to loot at places with low level enemies. I think that's part of the reason why loot still needs work, or if that's intended. I don't know.
I don't think it's intended.
I meant would you
low-level enemies used to drop loot fairly consistently.
Can you guys please have the ability to switch between running and walking? I mean, Pirates didn't run all the time. Well, Sure. I honestly, I don't know why you'd want to walk slow like that, though. I'm just trying to think, like, will you, will you ever have a poll feature in game? For example, you put an in-game poll booth next to docs, and you let the community vote for what to add in that you all come up with. If the poll reaches past 75 yes from the community, then the content will come into the game. This is in RuneScape, and it works so well. Hard to say.
Maybe on the website.
I mean, the website, yeah, it would be easier to put that on the website than put it in game.
And TLOPO or Paco used to do that all the time too.
Yeah.
They would have polls, and it's more accessible there, I think.
Will there ever be an enemy AI? Will there ever be enemy AI alive pirates? I mean, that wouldn't really make much sense of how the game works, though. But could find a way to incorporate something like that. Like I said, there's just so many ideas here. If you drink, so you can wait. Is there a possibility to hold 4 ships rather than 3? I mean, that would be as simple as adding an extra slot. Will Jolly Roger ever make a return? Yeah, probably. I'm pretty sure that's actually incorporated in the storyline that we can't discuss. Okay, question.
We can't? Oh, yeah, we can't.
Question EITC Navy uniform quest. You're telling me that you want to wear an EITC uniform? I mean, what percentage is the server update at? It's like 33%, like I said. It's going to take a couple days, so...
So I could explain a little bit more of like what's taking. So it's beyond just the testing period. So we are doing an entire server overhaul where we are upgrading everything. So we have to recreate the whole entire hardware aspect of the server, where we're setting up what each server is. So I can grab my other laptop. So jointly throughout the stream, I've been working on the servers as well. So I have about 20 servers created and configured. I need to have another 4. I need to have 40 in total. I've been doing that since like 5 o'clock when the servers closed, and I have 20 done. It's taken me some time. Nasib was working on a few as well, and he was having some issues, so we're just kind of working at it. The last time we had to do this was when beta started, so we kind of get through it and forget how to do it.
They're a little rusty.
Puns.
Knock it off.
So I'm doing it pretty steadily, where I'm getting like 1 done every 10-20 minutes.
That's actually pretty
But
good. All right.
yeah, but when we have 40, it takes a while, and then Nasib has to configure the rest of them. So I'm just kind of prepping them so Nasib can work on it and get our automation systems on it. So
20 times 20.
20, isn't that 400? I'm gonna probably make a fool out of myself.
Siri says it's 400, so it's going to take him 400 more minutes at least to configure the rest of the servers.
All right, so just to respond to those ideas about a walking option, as well as the option about like the uniforms, because the EITC and the Navy uniforms. Yeah, I understand that people like to roleplay, so because of that, we'll probably find some way for you guys to be able to get a hold of those. Although, we'll think of a way to add that. Although the walking would be easy, but getting the uniforms, we'll try to find a way about that. Because role playing I don't have a problem with role playing, so we'll try to figure something out. Like I said, we do like to listen to your guys' suggestions. We don't just like ignore the community like some people think we do. We're just busy people. I hope you guys can understand that.
We try our best to help the community and make them as happy as possible, but at the same time, we have to look at what's best for everybody in total. So one of the things that people liked a lot was they would get mad at us a lot over was we didn't release everything all together. Like we didn't release things that were buggy. Like we just kind of waited and then released something, but then it might be a little while and we held features back. The reason was they weren't ready. And if you look at the way the beta has been acting towards the end, it's because we pushed a lot of stuff out real fast because everyone's like, look, we want updates. So we gave updates. We gave everything right when we were able to, and the QA testers said, all right, we think it's okay. So that's when you get a buggy product, when you can't sit there and really test it. So we're not going to be running off the principle of, hey, we're going to rush it and get it to you guys. No, we're going to take our time and make sure everything has quality, because quality comes before quantity. And in the end, the quantity will be great and it will have great quality.
That's very, very good. So, all right. So we're coming up on, what's it? We're almost coming up on
3.5 hours.
Actually, we've been streaming for
Or
4 hours.
2.5 hours. No, I haven't.
4 hours.
Oh, that's when the stream started.
Yeah, okay, so technically 3 hours 30 minutes. So we're gonna go for another 15 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap it up from there. So we'll keep chatting with you guys for 15 more minutes, then we're gonna wrap up. So.
All right, by the way, that blog post was put up a half hour ago because John said 45 minutes ago the stream was gonna end, so I put the post up, and here we are.
Will the Raven quest be fixed by the time we're playing again? I can really try to get that up. I'm gonna see. Because it's not in the new game yet. I'm going to admit it's not in the new game yet, but then again, it wasn't really complete on the old game either. So,
at the same time, we're going to be making changes to Raven's Cove, the opening part, remember?
That's true, yes. That is true. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, if Jack wants to talk about that, you can go a little into detail, just nothing major.
Before he starts, yes, Snow is cool. This is the longest TLOPO stream, and it probably will remain the longest TLOPO stream. I don't think we'll ever have one as long as this again, but because it's just really,
who knows?
But yes, so
never say never.
So also
okay, Justin Bieber.
Also, custom ship names that pend acceptance. I mean, that would be a lot more that the moderators would have to approve. But I mean, it's not. I'm not going to say no. I'm just going to say...
We'll let you know once we have a lot more moderators who are trained, because right now we have, 20 moderators?
Yeah, once we have more moderators, that will be a lot more practical to do something like that, and I'm not against that idea either. I think that'd actually be pretty cool. But once we have more moderators, we'll reevaluate that. We'll keep that in mind, though. Thank you for that suggestion.
Oh, and if you guys ever get mad at naming guidelines, we're sorry, but we try to make everything fair, and we have a lot of rules.
Fair and balanced. Fair and balanced.
Yeah.
Kidding.
We have a lot of rules to make sure that nobody's going to get offended or nothing's going to be inappropriate. Like, we try to make it so everybody's happy.
We understand that we'll never be able to impress everybody, but we can try to satisfy the majority, and that's what we strive for. And most people are satisfied with it, as far as I know. So that's
unless they can't get their name approved.
Yeah, then but you know what.
But we are going to make the naming guidelines a lot more transparent because we have a long list that every moderator has to have almost memorized where they have to look at it and make sure all names abide by it. So I could go through and read only one or two of them off because I have it up over here. So right off the bat, like things like no personally identifiable information, for example, your name, or no major public figures, for example, President Trump, or no copyrights or TM brands. And I'm reading this right off the list. This is probably the list you're going to actually see on the website. No phrases or sentences. Names must be 4 words at a maximum. If they have 3 letters, have at least 3 letters, contain a vowel, and must not be a single letter name. So you can't send in the name ah.
Aww.
You can't merge words. So you can't have Joe Pirate without a space. No inappropriate mixed case of all caps or anything. Mixed case.
Yeah, you guys couldn't handle my mixtape.
No spoonerisms for any of these rules. Like Square Bob Sponge Pants or something like that. You can't really kind of it's still a copyrighted name. We can tell you're trying to say SpongeBob SquarePants. You can't do Square Bob Sponge Pants.
What about Round Bob Normal Pants?
No, it would not get accepted. All right, and there's no leet speak or ASCII, or ASCII, not ASCII, ASCII. No websites, no foul, violent, hateful, suggestive language. I cannot talk. It's because it's getting late. And no references to anything that's illegal or not family friendly. So you can't put 420 in your name.
I don't understand the reference, but okay.
Yeah, you're a good person. You're a good kid.
Okay, I'm going to talk briefly about Raven's Cove. By briefly, I mean like super briefly.
Okay.
Basically, the current storyline as you know it is going to change a little bit towards the end. And by that, I mean like the quest line is going to change a little bit than the way that Disney had originally written it. So the way that Disney originally wrote it was you get to the end of the Black Pearl story quest, you complete the Black Pearl boss battle, and then it just kind of ends. We want to continue with an unfinished animation and quest line that Disney had put into the game but did not really go anywhere with. Revolving
You could
around
probably
the
get an
headstone.
idea of what it is.
Yeah, revolving around the headstone. And I'm not going to say a lot about it, but it's going to stretch a little bit. It's not going to come immediately after the Black Pearl, but it is. We are going to go a little bit further into that. And then it's going to shift over to Raven's Cove, and then over to the new island. So I'm not going to say much more than that, but it's going to change a little bit in terms of the progression of the quest.
And those quests have already been written. They've been written, like debated upon, like everything is already set in stone for those quests.
Yeah.
So
So
we
as
are
soon as
now
we get a
getting...
quest maker, and yeah, we'll be in business.
And when he says by quest maker, the quests have to get programmed, and we are very, very picky with who gets code access, so our storyline developers do not have code access. So they will end up getting a little quest editor, which will make the quests in a format that we could literally just take and place in the code and work.
Yeah, a lot of
also,
you probably recognize the headstone. It was hinted at in the original game, but it's going to make a comeback in a big way. You'll see.
So here's one thing I can say that will give you guys an idea of the complexity and the vastness of what we are doing with the next storyline. The Black Pearl was considered one story chapter. We have 10 planned.
Mhm.
That's going to give you an idea of the length of what we're going for.
Mhm.
And we already have every single one outlined. And when we are making blog posts, we keep those storylines in mind. So if you read our story posts, we really hint at things very, very subliminally, and you have to read them very, very carefully.
Mhm.
After
And that'll
we
be
release-
especially true in the next couple of weeks.
So keep a weather eye on them and really take them seriously. We have 10 story chapters planned.
That's just what's planned. That's not definitive. People
Right.
are like only 10. That's a lot, but
Like,
yeah.
it's a heck of a lot. It's like 10 times the amount of questing you have right now where with the Black Pearl boss battle. The Black Pearl boss battle and all those, if you no-lifed it, would take you like a few days. But if you took your time at it, would take you a year. If we don't want to make it so it's going to take you a year to get to the end of the game, but you'd have to work at things, and we're not going for you're going to be wasting your time on it, where it's going to be mostly story and not tedious things. If you play Toontown, we're not going for a little old man. We might have a couple of them in there, but we're not wanting to make it so it's a tedious task. We're wanting to make it so it's enjoyable and you can fly right through quests. And it's mostly story.
Yeah.
So we're taking a little bit of a shift away from Disney with how they did theirs, but we really think you guys are going to love it. And it's just absolutely amazing what they have planned and written out, and it's just they do not get enough credit for what they deserve. And when it gets released, you guys really are going to be so happy.
Yeah, huge shout out to the storyline team. They do really good work, and it's not just the blog posts, it's everything behind the scenes too. It's kind of hard to see with a game like this because it's still in development and new content is kind of far off, but it is in mind, and it will be very important to the game. One other thing that I want to note, and Jack Scurvyfoot told me to mention it, and a lot of people aren't going to like it, but this is the plan. With the changes to the story quest, Raven's Cove will only be accessible after you finish the Black Pearl story quest, like that part of the quest. So when you did the story When you did the quest for Raven's Cove in the original game, you did not have to finish the Black Pearl story quest first. You could go, if you wanted to, at level 1 and start working on it. That's not going to be the case. You're going to have to finish the Black Pearl quest, and only then will you gain access to the El Patron storyline. So, yeah.
Ooh.
A lot of people are not going to like that, but we want everybody to experience the entire game, and if you don't want to experience the storyline, this kind of incentivizes it, I guess.
Okay, I could see that. We might end up simplifying the Black Pearl story quest too.
Yeah, that
mean,
we definitely could cut it down a little bit if we wanted to.
I mean, because a lot of it's really simple, stupid stuff. Like, hey, so could you go grab me like 10 eggs for a chicken or something? Yeah, all right. Oh, now could you be able to go grab another 10? I realized I needed 10 more. Like something like that. Like no.
Oh, nice. I like when the game stops working, trying to play ship repair.
Oh, also, we want to really incorporate a lot more of the mini games. Like, when do you ever get a quest to go catch fish or something, or go repair ships or something?
You
Never.
don't? Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that be cool to incorporate all that, or go sink a couple flagships or something?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
Or even stuff like involving like the treasure fleet and things like that.
Yeah.
Go brew 75 potions.
Yeah.
I
That would
mean,
be a little old man.
That'd be like a end of the game kind of thing. Maybe you go make like 10 of the hardest potion to make.
Yeah, you can
Not
make it.
gonna
You can
happen.
make it adjust for fun tasks, except that kind of task isn't fun, so that'd just be a lie.
That would be a cool idea, though, to make just for fun tasks.
There was a potion for mission, or there was a mission for potions and ravens. I don't remember that, but you might be right.
It was for fishing, not potions. I think.
Yeah, I remember a fishing quest.
I don't think there was one for potions.
But again, it would be nice to incorporate it into the existing Black Pearl story quest if we could, and if not, then we definitely will in future quests.
Something we could also do with potions is make it so earn like maybe 2,000 reputation in potions or something, which you don't have to be good at potions then. You just kind of have to work with a smaller one, just kind of keep at it.
Mm-hmm.
So this way, if you're good at doing larger potions, you can finish it quickly, but at the same time, if you're not, you could still do the smaller ones and get reputation.
Yeah. And John
Unless
falls
we wanna-
silent.
Yeah. So there are 3 minutes left to stream. Let's see. There are a couple more questions we can ask from you guys. Make it a memorable last few questions. And enjoy the absolutely stunning frame rate of 47.1
My
FPS.
game crashed anyway, so
It did?
yeah, because I have to when you made me install that other SDK, it screwed up
Yeah.
my Panda, so now I gotta reinstall it.
Aw.
That
You
happened.
crashed again.
Yeah, because I have to reinstall the SDK, because when I had to install the one for TLOPO, it broke my other one, so that's not the
Whoops.
game. That's not the game's fault.
Whoops. If you caught a legendary fish in the Raven's Cove quest and you got a golden sea globe, if maybe you made 2 potions, you got a special gift for Raven's Cove. What?
Yes, you will keep your old pirates.
Oh, a special. Oh, that was the quest. Okay.
Can you add key
That was the
mapping? Yes, we
quest.
want to add key mapping eventually.
I thought that was a question. I was like, what, how am I supposed to answer that? And I go, yeah, that is it. Forgot.
Pirate name change possible. Yeah, it could be something that we could add. Are you guys
Maybe.
Are you guys planning on owning the Kraken? I don't think we can talk about that.
Soon, TM.
Can you put a time limit on fishing boats? They get excessive and lag the ocean. I don't think that would be an issue anymore, but if it is, then we could look into it.
Yeah, that wasn't an issue in the original game, and if lag has been fixed as much as it's supposed to be, then it should be fine.
Yeah, but worst case scenario, yeah, we could. It'd be a ridiculous timeout though, like maybe like 3 hours, where it's not like it's gonna affect people.
Character appearance change. Same falls under the same as name change. It would kind of be like the same. You would kind of get it through the same means, but will you remove the increased costs for retraining skills?
No.
Wait, so is the requirement to finish the Black Pearl quest before getting access to Ravens an immediate thing? I don't.
Sorry, what was that?
They're asking.
Is that an immediate thing to get Ravens Cove access? So
No.
probably, maybe, I don't know.
Actually, no. So when you finish the Black Pearl story quest, it will move partially into the next chapter for you to go and do something on Padres. I'm not going to say what, but after that part, you will have access to Raven's Cove. It'll make sense, and it's a short little thing, but it's relatively short after that.
It's only like what 100 really
It's like
small,
5
simple
levels worth.
quests.
Yeah.
So when I say 100 quests, it's not anything like 100 quests you may think of from the Black Pearl boss battle. It's really simple, easy quests that are really story based. And there are really, really fun things, and they incorporate a few special new areas. To be seen.
Yep. Well, alright, so I think
It is 11:45 p.m.
It is 11:45, and we're pretty much at 4 hours 23 minutes on this stream. So I think we can safely wrap this one up. And again, you don't have to stop asking questions because, contrary to what people believe, we actually do check the forums, and I have been looking at suggestions on there. So the questions don't have to end. The suggestions and questions don't have to end here. Now, of course, you probably won't be getting immediate responses while we try to get this update out. However, this will also not be the last developer stream. There will probably be more. Whether there will be one before the update comes out or not remains to be seen, but it does not end here. If you guys like the Q&A session, we can surely do more of these. Just let us know if you guys enjoyed the Q&A sessions, and we can certainly. Q&A sessions they're not a huge hassle, so we can definitely have more of these. But I hope you guys enjoyed the this developer stream number 8, and as always, don't stop checking the website and don't stop checking the forums, because there's going to be a lot. There's going to be news posts in between the updates, so just make sure to stay up to date. Don't forget about the game, and by the time the game comes back up, I'm pretty sure you'll all be pleasantly surprised. So,
Gracias por mirar. Thank you for watching.
So if nobody here has anything else to say, then I think we can safely end this.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
Good night.
Have a good one.
Bye.